Ayo.
Thank you.
Oh, you definitely an Andre Deezer. He's definitely.
Yeah,
he
you felt
heard
that
all
one.
the smoke.
You felt that one.
Oh, yeah, Apple user.
Not by choice.
Oh, not by choice. Okay.
For ease of access.
Oh, I like how you even put the words there. Ease of access.
Imagine
That's
that.
You get a
brilliant.
MacBook, you have to get iPhone. It just
You
See
know
what
what?
I mean? And I don't
That
want to be
makes
committed
sense.
to have to get everything Apple. Why?
Why not?
It's by force.
Do you know what it is?
I'm not doing that.
If you're creative or you're into like media, you're into like, it's like that's the best equipment.
Bro, me personally, yeah, I want to live in a world, yeah, where bro,
Can we start? Can we just start?
already recorded.
Oh, you see you, man, you're on point today. Hey, you're on point.
See the ring?
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, this is good.
Nah, I was gonna say, I want to get to a point, yeah, 'cause I was talking to Kofi the other day, yeah, I was like, yo, bro, I want to get to a point where the car comes and picks me up, lad.
Listen.
Uber.
No.
In terms of, you see like how
Kind of
Tesla
car.
looks like, yeah, but a bit more see-through. The car comes, I press like a button or something on my phone, whatever, the car comes to my destination, I'll come out the yard.
Well, like
sit
a
on it.
self-drive.
Yeah, sit on it,
There must be memberships that you can. There must be
and
memberships
then
like that you can.
type in my destination, boom, take me
Gone.
there.
There mem-
Or
there-
just
there
press home, because it knows
There
me.
must be memberships that you can definitely get like that. There must
What,
be
a
apps.
car that comes and picks me up.
Yeah, there must be apps or some sort of membership that you can get or you can join that a car will come to your location,
That's
pick
crazy.
you up and take you wherever
You mean
wanna
that's
go.
called having a chauffeur?
No, I don't want nobody. I just want me and,
You trust that something that's just going to be self-driving?
hey, you've
No
trusted your phone
controller.
for this long. What can you trust that?
I'm pressing the
True, no.
buttons though.
See this?
I'm
I don't know
controlling
how
it.
you can
You're not in
con- I don't
control,
know
they're
how you
making
can
I'm not in
trust this.
control, but I'm pushing the buttons.
You're
don't-
not pushing no buttons.
I don't know how you can trust this one. See
Listen.
this one here? There's no trust here. There's no trust.
Do you know what? I'm not rising up to you two
There's no-
today. I'm not doing
You
it.
came with your agenda.
I'm not
With your
rising up
agenda.
to you two.
What
100%.
agenda did you come up with today?
I didn't come with no
You came with
agenda.
agenda.
Listen, I've already told you, Tate and Samuels, I'm not involved.
Oh, you started already, yeah? Just like that.
How did you get? How did I get Samuels?
You're
How?
Samuels because
How?
I've known you the longest. Your old bullshit, his new bullshit.
Wow.
Bro. She's-
Wow.
Well, what do you think about Andrew Tate?
I think I like some of the stuff he says. I know he's most of the time he's trolling. I think
Uh,
he's trolling to
uh-huh.
have an impact in it. He's new.
Shock factor.
He's trying to have a shock factor. He's trying to have an impact. Do what he's doing on the internet. Milk the internet. He wants to milk the internet,
100%.
and he's doing his thing.
It's working because everyone's talking about
What
it.
about you, Sam? What do you
Why
really
did you
think
do
of
that?
him?
What about you?
'Cause remember the DMs just talking smoke. Then my guy Andrew Tate, I love that guy. Fuck it.
Come on, man.
Bro, I believe in 95% everything he says. And I love that hype.
No, I said now and again he comes up with one or
I
two
love it
genius
all, man.
things, but not more time he's just talking for the sake of talking.
What's one of the things you agree
He
with
triggers
said?
you.
He
I
doesn't
can tell.
trigger me
He just
because
come with a trigger alert when you look at
Yes,
his
it
stuff.
definitely
he
triggers. Yeah, definitely triggers you.
he
Tell the
doesn't
truth,
trigger
tell the
me.
truth.
That
Only
triggers you.
because I know that's what he's trying to do is to trigger people. So for that reason, even more so, I'm not falling for
Successfully
it.
triggering you.
I think
He
he
doesn't
got you
trigger me
nice.
though. It makes me laugh. That's why I send it to you two because I'm just
No.
You've
like,
never sent me. You've never sent me an Andrew Tate clip.
I have sent you Andrew
never sent me an
Tate.
Andrew
You're
Tate clip.
lying.
You've
Of
never
course I
sent me-
have.
You've never sent me an Andrew Tate clip.
I don't know. Well, maybe it's just because I think of
I
you
used to
lot when I
send
see
you. I used to
them.
send you Kevin Samuels
All
clips.
the
And
time.
used to get angry.
Listen,
No, I
man.
didn't. I
Just
just
get
always have
triggered.
a response to what you
Triggered.
say.
Trigger response.
It's not triggering.
R.I.P. to my man Kevin Samuels, man. I love
R.I.P.,
that
man.
guy, man.
I was gonna make a
He was
shirt. I was
your
gonna make a
other
shirt. with him.
enemy as well, wasn't he?
I have no enemies.
I was gonna make a shirt. I was gonna make a shirt with him.
Yeah.
Would you rock it? If I-
Oh, please. Oh, my Lord.
I will print one for both of you with your names on it. You already know.
That
what-
might be on the next episode, you know.
Yeah.
The next
If you
episode.
actually rock up with Samuel's t-shirt, I swear to God.
I'll make you take one now. I mean,
Samuel's, I'm telling you.
hey,
Bro,
that
I
is
love
funny.
it, man. I love that guy, man. I love that guy, man. Big up.
Jokes. No,
Sam was
they
saying-
keep it real sometimes.
Sam was saying we should say the intro on All Together.
Bro, what is this? Backstreet Boys or something? Or are we a boy band?
Yeah.
Are we a band?
I mean,
What's going on?
we're coordinated today. Like,
this
oh my
is
God.
the second episode, yeah. And
No, it has to be a bit tighter, man. It's got to be clean.
we've got a name now. We've got a name. We've decided to have a name. And we haven't said it. We haven't said it
We need
before,
some
but
kind
we
of
need a proper way of
conformity and
introducing it.
construction.
I think we should try it. Let's try it, man.
What is it? Excuse for a juice.
Yeah, excuse for a
Alright.
juice. Should we try it in 3, 2, 1?
Excuse for a juice.
You could say welcome to, and then we all say
Okay, welcome to
excuse for a juice.
Yeah, welcome to Excuse for a Juice. Wow,
Oh,
you're trying.
Hold on.
Because he can't even open his eyes right now. That's
Nah, my eyes are Hold on, guys.
What do you think? He's like,
I'm thinking, brother, the tire's gonna be there anyway.
Oh, you don't want to say it.
oh, I know. This is just for
Bloody.
intro reasons, though. It's just for intro, isn't it?
Brother,
It's
you
just
still
for
put the
intro.
tire on the video, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put.
Sam, you really want to sing? You say. I think Sam should say it. Let's just say that. Man.
Why?
You
Sam-
seem like
Sam
you
came
really
up with
want to
that idea
sing. You
still.
really want to do this.
Say,
What do you mean? You don't want to say anything at all. If you don't want to, you just don't want to introduce it.
okay, Luther's here.
Yeah. Should I go and grab him?
Yeah, go on then.
Might as well.
Sam, come on, man. Sam, come on.
Listen,
Stop
Tate.
rehearsing.
Don't get lippy over
when
here,
you guys
yeah?
come downstairs, we're gonna do the intro. Yeah,
Oh gosh.
that is funny. Oh, that do you think
Did
about me?
did he leave his pass?
That's a good question,
Gloddy's literally just ran out. He didn't even.
boy. I don't know.
I'm only asking because I'm definitely gonna need to go to toilet before.
Yeah. I've got his number though, so.
Okay.
See, this is what I'm saying. See, smart individuals, smart. See, men.
Because
think
you
about
asked him for
things.
his number.
Did you ask him for his number?
I'm not the one in control here. You're the one.
Oh, so you like me
Oh, it
being
is
in
there.
control?
I didn't say I like it. I said you're the one in control here.
See, but you could be in control.
All right, let me run things.
Go on then.
Me I run things. Big up.
Hey. Happy Independence Day, Jamaicans. Listen, we know a lot of
Are you
Jamaican
sure it's
people.
today?
It's definitely today.
How do you know it's today?
It's Jamaican Independence Day today.
Who told you
It's
it's
the same
Jamaican
day of the year.
independence?
It's the same day of the year.
5 people got flags sticking out.
Oh, do you wanna go on Google? Go on Google and search
No, I
it.
don't not believe you.
Happy Independence Day, guys. You know, we made Sam buy bigger today. She's got the
Rap,
bigger
rap.
there. You know, I've got a Magnum here. You know,
yes.
we're supporting. We're supporting.
Yeah, man.
We're supporting. We know a lot of.
You're not really supporting though. Where's the raise?
We've got a product from Jamaica each, so you know we know a lot of people from the gully, from the Gaza. You know, this is what we do. I think it's time for me to mix my drink now.
You're gonna want some Bacardi in that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Listen, you see this mix? Have you had it before?
Let me see the percentage of that bottle. What does it say?
16.5.
That's actually not bad. So it's like drinking a glass of wine.
Have you had?
Original Jamaica recipe. Yeah. So it's tonic wine. So it actually is wine.
Mm-hmm.
Does not imply health giving or medicinal properties. Yeah, because it sure tastes like it. Mad.
It started.
Oh,
you're there already.
Because I was at my boy's.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You said.
Oh, that's so joke.
No, we're not filming. I didn't even know.
Is it?
That is mad.
filming, but fuck it.
It's filming. It started.
Oh,
What's going on?
Oh
at
my
that.
god.
We should. I'm here.
Excuse for juice, man's
I-
already juiced.
I got you a Lucozade and a Magnum, bro.
Oh yes, perfect.
Oh
That's finished
my
well.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. So what we're talking about?
Obviously, Jamaican Independence Day as well. You know, just
What today?
today, bro.
Oh, jeez. Big up to all the Jamaicans, man.
God, let me say it, man. I think God, let me say it. God, let me say it.
Jesus.
Golly.
How's everyone feeling anyway?
Yeah,
Good, man.
Good man. Good man.
We here.
What's your wedding saying? What's the
So basically, my friend's getting married. God bless.
Come
And
on.
then he basically sorted out like a whole little occasion where the groomsmen and the bridesmaids will meet up so they get to know each other. And
Oh,
so on and so on, 'cause
okay.
there's rehearsals that we
So
would
it's
get
not awkward
involved.
walking down the aisle.
Exactly. Yeah. To which I didn't know that. I thought it was more so to do with the whole tailoring thing.
Okay, yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
prepared to go to the tailor shop.
Okay, yeah.
But then I was wondering, why is it from 2 to 9? But
Yeah.
9 makes sense.
Okay.
So it was
Okay.
technically not a house party, but it was a
But just to
gathering.
get
A
just to
little
get
get
used
to
to each
know.
other being
But
there.
we still went through the tailoring
Mm.
with the there was a tailor there, but like it was just more so for the traditional attire. So yeah.
Was he nice?
Oh, good.
Sorry?
Was he nice?
Nah, he's half Congolese, half Jamaican.
Okay.
Jamaica. Yeah, half Congolese. Yeah. When the guy said, "Oh, Angola and Congolese and Congo are the same thing," I said, "One of the same thing."
Hey, leave it.
His name's Glody as well. But
Oh,
his name's Glody as well.
It was Glodi.
Okay.
I said, yeah, my boy, my close boy is
It's
double
Y.
DY. Yeah.
That's jokes.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, good to be back.
That's
You
anyway.
know what's so mad? I'm gonna change it to DI.
Why?
Stop it.
What, double DY?
What
double
is the
DI?
point? What is
Maybe
the
like Ed,
actual
Ed and
point?
Eddie. He's like, well, double D. This guy.
What's the point?
For what? How many years have you known this guy?
what's the
Double
As
reason?
DY.
Glody. You're gonna change it to DI.
He doesn't Andrew's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm
think
gonna be more specific. Glody. I'm gonna say Glody. Gotta make sure it's not one D. Glody.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's
This is on
funny.
its own.
Jokes.
That is funny. Should we do the intro now then?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay.
Bloody.
Yeah, Glody with 2 D's and a Y.
Should I do it by myself or should we do
before
it
it-
can
together?
do
before
it.
does
It's
D
fine.
and a I.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be in a boy
Welcome
band,
to
so-
Welcome to Excuse for Juice podcast with myself, Andrew Vills.
Sammy.
Lufa.
Glody.
UTHER.
Yeah, see, I think that's good. That's good.
Calm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. And as well, I want to
Excuse
say
for a juice. I forgot that was the actual name. I love
excuse
that.
for juice.
As we're
Get me?
seeing
We're
right now.
having the juice here. We've got a good excuse. You know, friends linking up. You know, this is what the show is about. Basically, you know, people grow, people go down different paths and stuff like that. As you grow older, people are focusing on different things. Life gets busy. Just link up every now and then. It's a good excuse for a juice. Why not have a juice?
Have a juice.
Yeah,
Excuse
man.
for a juice.
Good excuse for a juice. I want to say as well, R.I.P. to Adam Bickle, man.
Oh man.
R.I.P. to
man.
Adam Bickle.
Oh,
One of
you
our-
don't even, Luffy, you don't even know.
I don't know him, but I've seen you lot show spread your love for him, and I'm gonna do the same,
was
man.
Yeah,
Kofi's
Always the
Kofi's stepbrother.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, man.
He died. He
Yeah.
committed suicide last Thursday.
Yeah, 2 weeks now.
Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, so R.I.P. man.
Life's precious,
Condolences, man. Life is precious, man. Mental health awareness.
Nah, it's
Make
real,
sure you're
man.
talking to your people.
Facts.
You know, you never know what someone's going through. Don't take things for granted, man. You know, Adam was a good guy, man. He helped me paint a lot of rooms, done a lot of like DIY kind of jobs around my house. Same with you, Glody.
Bro, you introduced me to him. Remember when I moved into my yard and I needed to someone to decorate my yard.
Yeah.
That was the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Rest in peace.
He
Man.
always had time for us, man. Always had
Always.
time for us. You know, good kid, man.
No,
But,
good guy. Also, great father as well, man.
Yeah,
Also,
good father as well. Had a
great
kid.
Man.
He had a kid,
Proper,
man. Had a
like,
child.
fought for his son, man. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
But yeah. Trying to bring it back into, not to make it so,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sentimental
get
and
me,
all.
sentimental, but like to also bring it back into happy space. It is Jamaican Independence Day, man. It is Jamaican Independence Day.
Right.
Who's going carnival?
Oh Lord.
I was there before it was announced.
It's like I'm already
Hey,
there in
listen.
spirit.
I was
Listen,
there before it was
Oh
announced.
my
I
god.
can't lie to you though. There was a slight bit of like, ooh, apprehension.
was it?
Why?
You know what it was? Because I was thinking in my head,
Age.
ooh, no, not even age, bro.
Yeah, but you
All
need
the
to be
gangs. I haven't seen each other for how many years? What kind of reunion?
You're such an adult, man.
What kind of reunion?
I think it's gonna look like Goku.
Yo,
Goku,
what
the
kind
last
of
episode.
reunion are they ready for? Yo. I was thinking that. But I didn't want it to be a thing where if I missed out this year and I go to the next year, people are gonna then tell me, "You should have went to last year." I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that guy.
I'm done.
But I could just imagine, like, oh my God. Because when I used to go carnival before, and I used to see the news, Oval Station, 30 man all arrested before they even left their houses.
Wow.
Yeah, you're like,
I
wow.
was like,
Oh
whoa.
yeah, I remember. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
So I've not even
going
reached
on?
yet. What's going on?
I've just got up. I'm still rubbing the crust on my eyes.
He's
Like,
already
whoa.
been arrested.
You
Shanks.
arrested
Mad.
30 man before they even gone to
Ready.
their yard.
Know what
Like,
they're
what
going
is
for.
this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, oh my God, 2 years later, they haven't seen each other.
That's so joke.
What are they going to be?
You know
like?
what's so
Yo,
funny
I'm
though? It's
done.
like, bro, the age that we're at now, our age lot, bro, it's not even our age lot that's like involved. in
It's facts.
things.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
It's the younger lot.
No,
True,
You know what I'm
true,
trying to
true,
say? So
true,
it's just
true.
like, bro, you're not even gonna.
But when you get caught up, if you're there, boy, there's nowhere
But
to
this
go.
is the-
And you're caught up. You're
Thank
caught up.
you.
Only
sir,
takes
thank
one
you.
guy here to, like, Jeremy, you easily
Just
elbow
look at
one
you.
guy. Whoa.
Bro, or a
Yeah.
bottle gets thrown in your
Anything.
head. Who do you blame?
Where you going?
Who do you blame? You start looking around. I'm angry, but who do I let this frustration out on? You got a bottle thrown in your head. Excuse me.
No, the
So
crowd's
in
gonna
my
be
head-
mad as well if they've
Nah.
missed how many years.
Exactly. But at the same time, now
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
go there,
I think it's
positive
gonna be
vibes.
lit, bro. I think.
I will
they-
only ever
It's
do
gonna be the best
carnival
one.
again if I'm on the
It's gonna
float.
be. I think it's gonna be one of the best
You're
ones.
gonna
on
go
the
on the
float.
float.
I said that's the only way I'll do carnival again if I'm on a float. I'm
Are
not
you
about
gonna
to
meet
be
up
up.
like what, 9 o'clock? Because apparently
I would rather do that all day. Then you're fed, you got food, drink for the
Ooh,
whole
wait.
day.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Let's try and
Because
put a
you-
bit more
you see
clarity
you-
to this.
You see
When I
yesterday.
hear this,
You see
you
yesterday.
get fed.
Man
You
said
get
9
fed
o'clock.
all
Man
day.
said,
Yeah.
"Are you sure 9 o'clock?"
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Then you can
o'clock.
hop on,
We had
hop off
this
when you
talk.
Yeah, I
want.
know. I know.
Okay. Let's
I see a
clarify
video.
this.
I see a video of you on Oscar's story. It's like, yeah, man, I say 9 o'clock. Yeah, man, I say early. Let's
Not on
go
that.
early.
Okay, are we
That's
talking about
funny.
like breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Everything,
Or is it
all
just like you
day.
eat once?
Basically, no,
and then
it's
you
a
see
food.
what's
it's
left.
a food. It's a food
Yeah,
thing. Like
it is.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, but not in that style. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so you
You're
know you
fed.
can eat once you get there.
basically, yeah.
Midway through the float, you eat
Basically,
again. And then
yeah.
if you want to have another meal, there's
Yeah.
enough there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because when I started hearing that stuff, I was like, someone planted a seed in my head and said something. I thought, oh my God, that's so true. Because if you're drunk and you're trying to dance, you're not going to think about food. So how many meals are you really getting in that time?
You're not really getting it. It's just
You're not
like,
getting that many
it's
meals.
just like a
It
picking
hit
thing.
me.
It's just like a
You're
picking
like,
thing.
so what
Like
am
you
I
might.
doing here? Why am
So
I
what
getting
am
up
I
at 9
doing
a.m.?
here?
You know what it
I'm
is?
just saying that exactly.
Imagine you're drinking because you know that you
you
get
can't
that
even
stage.
sleep.
You know you get that stage where it's like, oh, I'm at that point where if I drink again, it's gonna be peak. I might need to eat. and
Yeah,
then
you
drink.
got to keep it moving.
I just soak
Like,
this
That's
up.
the
Yeah.
worst. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the worst part.
Yeah, so I think that's what it's for,
Jeez.
really. Like if you feel like, oh, okay, cool, I've danced a little bit. I'm nice now. I need to actually calm down like a little bit, take some chicken. Yeah, start dancing again.
But on the road, Sam, you want to be on the float because you want to get daggered, innit?
At least,
Glody.
listen,
This is why Glody's part of this whole thing.
I have to switch it up
Glody
in
asked
it.
these questions.
That's what she
Glody
wanted, man. You
asked
just want to
this
get
question.
daggered. Come on, Sam. Just tell the
Listen,
truth.
at least if
Don't
I'm
lie
on
in
the
the background.
float, I know everyone's of age. I'm not turning around and there's
That's
some
what I'm saying, don't
15-year-old
lie
trying to
then, just
wind
say
up
you
on
Allow
me.
the 15-year-old. Give him the best time of his
No!
life.
As
He
well-
might be a
as
man
As
that
well, I heard you can't turn down wines.
Who's told you you can't turn down wines?
Because it's carnival.
Oh, behave yourself.
You
You know how
know
much
what? I
times
love
I've seen,
that.
I've turned around, I'm like, who is
Honestly,
this little boy? Like,
I
oh my
heard that
God.
you really can't. If you're dancing like that and the guy comes out like it's because
You
it's
trying to get me to
carnival.
catch a case, motherfucker? What you think this is? Like,
Hey, it's carnival,
Because you know
man.
what?
It's
No,
all
no,
right.
no.
Listen.
But man, I hate to play devil's advocate because it could be flipped the other way. around.
Imagine.
Yeah, no.
Hey.
What you said there is kind of true, but at the same time, this I've actually heard that you really can't turn down wine. It's carnival.
Okay, well, that's not me.
What,
I'm
as a
turning
girl?
down a wine.
Yeah, you can't turn down wine
As a girl.
Yeah, because no
Who
one.
told-
knows
where did that
who's
rule come
coaching
from?
men as like to really wine.
But where did that even come from? Who told you that?
Because it's like it's a celebration, like
Of everything.
culture. It's
Yeah, I
celebrating
don't fancy
culture. It's
getting-
not just like
Oh,
you're
no,
just
I'm not.
you're not
No,
just
I'm
whining
not
for
doing
you. You're whining for all these countries. You're whining for
I'm here to
It's not just
represent
you.
for the world.
yeah.
For
It's
the Olympics.
It's not just you.
Commonwealth Games.
It's not just us. We're not just whining for just me and you.
World
It's-
Cup in Euros.
We're whining for
I'm taking it
everyone
for the
that's black,
world.
the culture. There's so many flags
You're
behind
whining
it.
for all these
There's
countries.
too many flags behind it. There's too many flags.
God.
Brazil,
Like it's
you're
being
in
filmed.
Trinidad,
Yo,
you're,
I'm
you're in
done.
St.
I
Lucia,
am
yeah,
done.
St. Kitts, all of them.
No.
Yeah, you're whining for everyone. You're whining for everyone. Yeah.
Listen, that's the energy that I'm on.
Yeah, it's
anyway,
not
but
just
yeah.
us. It's not just immediately. Oh, you look behind.
Yeah, because
no,
you
this
don't
is-
have to be walking around worried about getting grips up. Because that's all it is. People, they're just grabbing you left, right,
Don't
and
get
centre. Like,
twisted.
oh,
I'm not having a little you try coming back up on me.
listen.
You're getting a quick. You're getting a quick swerve. Because I know that's gonna happen. I know that's gonna happen.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah, they start doing it.
Yeah.
'Cause they do the most. They
Backing
do the
it
most.
up.
They do the most.
they know. They've seen you from
Wearing
far.
next to
They've
nothing.
seen you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
Now, the normal guy, they'll think, you see the face.
You're
You see this? You see this carnival
It's
as
like,
well?
oof.
This carnival is going to be very different because there's going to be a lot of dudes
Bro,
and a lot of.
I've said this from
you see
early.
the rainbow community?
Oh, my.
Like, bro, you have to be alert. You're gonna have to.
You
be
might be
alert.
catching a wine from behind.
You're gonna have to be checking faces and checking passports. Like, you have to check everyone, bro.
No, what you
Oh,
said there.
bro.
No, what you said there.
The rainbow community.
Let's
Oh my God.
let's just say a quick disclosure for
actually-
everyone. Hey man, it is what it is. You make your decision. However, when it comes to things like that,
Bro. Bro.
your decision,
Oh my
However.
God.
your decision goes in the other line. No, but with that being said, I didn't even think of that.
Bro, I saw one guy on Twitter. He thought he was getting the baddest wine, bro.
Oh,
The camera
no.
guy he went
I
to the
think I
front
know
because he was
what
getting the
you're
wine from the
gonna
back. Came to the front. I saw that. Hey, this is just not what it looks like, man. This is not what. But the guy thought. Hey, the guy was like, oh yeah.
Didn't
As
even
soon as
bother
the
look at
wine
the
finished,
face. Oh.
the
Worst
dude
nightmare.
has ran into the crowd. Oh, like, he's run even like feminine. He's run into the crowd. The guy's like, the
Wait a
guy's thinking
minute.
that he's done his thing, but the camera's already caught it and it's on Twitter.
Oh no!
Nightmare.
I'm like, jeez, he doesn't even know.
He just got
Nightmare.
potted up for.
He doesn't even know it's on
God.
Twitter. It's spread. It's
Nightmare.
spread. That's why you've got to be looking at.
Nightmare.
You've got to be assessing bodies very well. Like this.
Assessing
Okay, the
bodies.
curve.
Faces.
You have to do front
Next.
wine.
Yeah, but even now though they can
Front
fake,
wine.
Even now, yeah, they can fake the curve.
Oh,
You see if you've got a very good eye, because that I know that. You see,
I
you
know
see that
when
one?
when man are drunk as well.
No, that's you see.
When man are drunk and high as well.
Okay, you
Them
see that
guys
what
goggles.
you're talking about? That's when they've really paid good money.
No,
like,
no, no.
That
No-
that
no
level, I
Ray
don't think it's
nephews.
come to London just
Don't
yet.
drink Ray nephews.
Yeah, no, we'll
First
stay with
hour,
our
don't
juice.
drink Ray
This is the
nephews.
biggest carnival in a long time.
Yeah, we'll stay with
them
our
man,
juice for a
them man
long
I'm talking
time.
about, they're gonna come, bro. Them man are gonna come.
You're like, everybody's coming.
Them man are coming.
But you got
So,
you
brother,
got
you
to
have-
wear
nah, you have to
got to
be
wear your
alert.
rosaries that
You have to
day.
be-
Got
I
to
feel
wear
like this
wear
carnival's the
everything.
first
Wear
carnival
your
after you stop
cross.
drinking, man.
Burn sage. Burn sage before you leave the yard.
You know what I'm saying? Put your prayers in, everything. Put your prayers in, everything, man.
Save
Burn
yourself.
sage.
For real. Put the anointing
sage
oil,
before
the
you leave the
anointing
yard.
oil on your head, everything, bro.
So it'll be a
Burn
little
sage.
trickery,
Come
man.
out.
So it'll be a little trickery.
Nah, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
I think
good.
it's gonna be live.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I
live.
can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I
live.
cannot
still.
wait.
It's gonna be
But
live.
what? When do you think is the cutoff date for us, though?
Hey.
Oh, what
Is
you mean,
there-
like
is
in
there
terms
cut
of?
off age?
You mean in?
Carnival.
See,
what-
that's what
what-
I was thinking of. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was thinking about that this year because I was thinking,
What you reckon this year will be last year?
you know what it is, bro. We are older now. Yeah.
No, okay, but you know, okay, I hear what you're saying.
We're
But
big
the thing is with carnival, my dad used to take me carnival.
Okay.
See what I mean?
It's a
Okay. But how old was
generational
he?
thing.
At
How
that
old
time-
was he?
So what? Maybe my first carnival he took me to, if I remember off the top of my head, I might have been maybe 10 or 12.
How old was he?
So my dad's now 54, I
He
believe.
was young.
I was
bro.
literally
So my
say
dad, maybe
young.
might have been maybe like in his 30s, like late
Yeah.
30s or early, like mid to late 30s. So even then, like he was going in with these guys as well. So I was like, I would go to the adult ones with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he wouldn't even take me to the kids ones. He would take me to the adult ones with him.
Mm-mm.
So a lot of his friends were in around his age or even older. So even then, it's like you can still get your fair share at a big man age because you're gonna catch your aunties there. I saw a friend of mine there. She was pregnant there, same age. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
No names.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
And I remember going behind her again, trying to get a little cheeky. And she was like, "Oh, who's this? Oh, it's awesome. Congratulations, you know." But even still,
Was she
then,
there
like,
by herself?
no, she's there with friends.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was there with friends.
What do you think
But-
about that
Pregnant
as
with a
well? What do you
baby.
think about like letting your partner?
You know
go
what it
and-
is? You know what it is? I feel like with her, she's from. Where's she from? I can't remember if she's either St. Lucian or Antiguan, one of the two. But they really
They're
that's
in it.
culture.
Yeah.
Like when you hear stuff
Just-
like
I've
this,
Caribbean,
I've made
yeah.
it my culture.
you don't really
I've made
see
it my
it. Yeah,
culture.
you
as
don't
well.
really know it until then.
I've made it my culture as well.
Like,
I'm
from
not
when
gonna lie.
even women will go out with Caribbean men and know they're gonna cheat because of the fact that it's culture. That's when you know, like it's instilled.
Yeah,
Like
that's very
not
true.
even them can change
Sam's
it.
not having this.
Yeah.
Listen, you already knew when you said that.
It's not. But it's not.
She's being triggered right
I'm
now.
deciding
You're
which
saying
category
that
he's going in.
Trigger alert.
being
I
triggered.
hear that. Because to me that don't make sense as well. But for
It's
how
just the
some
way it
people,
is.
Shit. You see, Lufa,
Exactly.
she needed you here. You know?
Yeah.
Because let's just give you context, guys. We shot episode 2 already, but apparently it was just me and Glody. It was me and Glody and Sam, and apparently, I don't know.
Do you know what I nicknamed them after episode 2? Tate and Samuels. That's their name from
Apparently,
that.
there's too much testosterone. I don't know. I
I
don't
think
know.
you sabotaged it.
It's
I'm
still
telling
early
you,
days for
sabotaged
Lufa
that
because I
episode.
don't really know where he's sitting
But
yet.
you
Do you know what I
balance it.
mean?
You bring
I'm
a
not
cool
sure yet.
balance.
No.
Like
I'm
you've
the-
got a
no.
mature outlook. Like
He
but
sees
I'm
both
just saying.
sides.
No, because for me, I always
see
like
both
to
sides as
just
well.
be
No, you
the most
don't.
pessimistic and optimistic person where I just like to think, hey, if the shoe was in the other foot,
Right.
I'm not having my girl try to tell me it's culture. And she's there. Dagger. Like, I'm not having her tell me that's culture. Mad. 4 man waiting behind each other.
Trust. Tag
Getting
team.
tag team.
Tag team. Yo, you
I'm
saw
not.
that.
I'm
Like,
not
just the way
having
it is,
that.
over a
baby.
recycling bin. Over a
I'm not-
recycle wheelie
and
bin.
She, and she's carrying my kid. I'm not having
Boy.
that.
That's when it's.
I'm not.
See
having
that? You see that one there?
That's,
That's
not,
when it's
any,
like.
that's not
ooh.
any culture.
Yeah.
I'm
going
not having
too
that.
far now.
So that's
Nah,
where I
that's
like to
culture.
just kind of, put
Jeez.
perspective in this whole sense. Where it's like we can't sit here and say, yeah, it's cool to us, man.
What about if your thing was Rihanna?
What does that
What
mean?
about what does that mean?
Because
couldn't
Rihanna's
care
still
less.
going carnival.
She ain't getting
Like,
daggers.
she's
Not
Bayesian
getting
though as
daggers,
well.
yeah.
It's
She ain't
her
getting
culture
daggers,
as well.
You don't even know. You
She's
know.
not
You
getting
don't
daggers,
even
but
know.
there's too many
But
man
you know
around
what?
them, man. She's
This is
around
where,
them, man. She's
but
not
this is
getting
where
daggers.
I'll start playing dumb. If I don't know, it won't hurt.
This is what
Oh, that's the best thing to do.
it's
If
true.
it don't
Your
know,
thing's
don't hurt.
Rihanna.
If you don't know, it don't hurt. Yeah, because then it could be the same way.
Listen, this
What
is
she
why I
don't
don't
know
ask
won't
certain
hurt.
questions. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. I don't ask questions about certain
your
things.
There you go. That's how Chris Brown. You know what I mean?
Imagine
But
you're
anyway, let's not get into that. Hold tight, breezy.
Smoke.
Hold tight, breezy.
Hey yo. Hey, that's funny. I said, hey, you never know.
That's how,
Chris
bro.
Brown,
Because
but
you start
anyway.
asking questions, all of a sudden you start getting angry for no reason.
Boy.
If you didn't know those questions, you know.
Hey, that is funny.
But anyway,
Hey.
But yeah, but you were saying, yeah, you didn't finish. You were saying about the carnival thing. So you were saying that.
Is there age
that's
limit?
Oh,
the
like
age
you used to
thing,
go
so
with
it's
your
not age
dad's.
limit for you.
Jesus Christ, there's a huge age limit for me, 100%.
No, in terms of like, where's the cutoff date of you not going?
Do you-
Oh, sorry. Jesus
No!
Christ.
I know what he was
I know
thinking.
exactly what you
He's like,
thought.
what?
My friend.
I'm
That's
not
a
trying
whole
to
We have
different
to my
discussion,
age
babe.
older. Let me clarify this now. No.
Hey.
You know what? I don't even know. Because the thing is for me, unless I'm replacing carnival with like a holiday or something that's better,
Yeah.
then that's when I know, okay, cool. I'm not bothered about not going carnival.
Bro, you love carnival. Bro.
Yeah,
I
you're
love
a carnival.
we
as
love
I can
carnival.
see,
Don't
babe.
say just me. We love
Ah, about you.
How many carnivals have been together? Since 2010. 2010.
Years deep. Years deep in this thing.
Decades.
Hey, that is
So
funny.
for me, so for me, it'll come to that point where I know, like, okay, cool. Like, not saying that you, man, won't have stuff going on for yourselves, but let's say if you don't hit me up and say, yo, going carnival, and I'm like, yo, sorry, mate, Bora Bora. You know what I mean? That's when I know, okay,
something
cool.
else,
Like,
yeah.
you know
so
what I mean?
is it
Of
going to be a
equivalent.
cultural thing for you? You're going to take your kids there then? Is that what you're kind of...
I would love. Oh my god, I'd love to see my son there.
Is it?
But you know what? Now that you said the question, Jesus,
How old will you
the
be?
day that no, but even the day if I have a daughter,
Yeah.
if she was to tell me Dalgan Carnival,
You
I'd go over.
already
I'd
know.
go over.
You
I'd go
couldn't.
over.
You can't
Bro.
do that.
No, I'd go over.
What do you think? I'm back to the gym, bro.
Oh, man's prepping from now.
Bro, I'm back to the gym.
Oh, you're prepping from now.
Time's creeping up slowly.
The day that my daughter tells
daughter's
me I'm going
going-
carnival,
My daughter's going to secondary school next month, bro.
She's starting secondary school
prepare.
already.
and she got TikTok.
Hey, this is a good.
She's on TikTok, she knows everything, bro.
Oh,
Bro.
It's pissed.
sad times.
Sorry, man.
So yeah, man.
This is a
I'm
good
training
question.
Again. I'm
This is a
training
good
again.
segue for a good
fair.
question. I got a
Yeah.
good question. Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. Do you think men are better at picking or knowing who a good guy is than a woman? I asked this on the last.
What
thing.
do you mean? What do you mean, good guy? What in what way? is
So
a good
basically,
guy?
if a girl was looking for a partner,
Okay.
do you reckon you would probably choose, not just you specifically, a man could pick a better partner for the woman, or do you reckon a woman will pick like a a better partner than a man would?
A man.
Why?
The reason why is
Yeah, you clear your throat, Glody.
I'm gonna.
Go on, I'm waiting.
Because I asked you this one, Sam.
I'm waiting.
I asked you this one. I was like, yeah.
Especially us,
the hell's
yeah.
going
The
on?
way I'm talking about, like the mandem, yeah. So if I had to pick one of the mandems to marry a girl, yeah. See the conversation us mandem have. We have we
Real.
have conversation.
You're like, so we know what time
Yeah,
it is.
So it's like I will know, yeah. Okay, this guy, if you
He's
see
just
man,
on beating, or
yeah,
he's just
this-
on.
yeah,
He's not
I will
serious.
know that, but obviously if it's random people, that's different.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like if it's random people, maybe a woman will know. more.
You don't think
'Cause you're
you
saying
can
you can look at
tell?
someone.
No. So I was saying I can have a conversation with someone and just be like, I know what this guy's about. I know what this. I know what it's about. Me personally, I'm not gonna lie.
It depends how long the conversation is. If we have a good 20 minutes conversation, a really conversation.
And even if it's
Someone
over
could be
time,
chatting
say
shit for
say
20
say
minutes.
say if it's 20 minutes. If I say okay, let me just chill with this person, see what they're about for a week, I would know.
a week is easy. Yeah,
Yeah, a week.
I
That's
would
enough
know.
time to know someone.
bro, I even
Well,
feel
not
like
enough
one-
time
See,
to
like,
know
no,
someone,
one
see,
day.
see. But the thing is, a lot of girls in that week, a lot of girls, how they'll communicate with that guy is different from how a guy will communicate with a guy.
But
How
now,
girls
let
with
me just say something quickly to add to that. Yeah, that can also be depending on whatever vibe you put out.
Mm.
Because if you're now going to your door and let's say, for example, like, okay, cool, his trainers, or his clothes, then she could quickly just go to the guy. By the way, my dad said that. Next time, come in dressing like that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
And that can then change your perspective again.
What
So
you're
sometimes
saying,
a
what you're saying is
chameleon
true.
can, you know,
Okay, what you're saying is true, but I'm just saying off the back of just
straight away.
yeah, not even that. You are with someone. I'm just like, okay, I've
You know
met
what?
you.
It's an interesting one because I feel like in this day and age, a lot of younger kids feel like they know how to handle themselves. So they're not like us in a way where we've had to be around each other's families to know how to act accordingly. Whereas nowadays, they've probably heard the stories, they've seen it on the gram, they've seen it on TikTok when it's like, back in the day, African mum, or back in the day, Caribbean mum, or back in the day, white boy in XYZ mum, in the XYZ household, whatever, man. So they already have an idea of already how to act accordingly. So they might show you a type of way, and then on the
what I was gonna
outside,
say.
might get back to how they normally are, you know,
Yeah.
gang signs
and
and
the
then
thing
but
is-
you don't think that you as a guy, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel
Don't
like
get me
me
wrong,
as a
It-
guy.
It depends.
I
what,
like to
But
think so.
guys-
I like to think so.
Guys will probably be more
But I
open
don't-
and honest to other guys. Like if they're trying to beat the
Even if
girl
they're
or
not
whatever,
even
they're
open
gonna
and
come with a
honest.
different energy or come and talk a different way. Like guys will talk a lot of bullshit to girls because you're a guy. You're gonna get a different side of that person. Do you understand? Like so, you can say you can look at someone and guess, but they're not
also
trying to
as
get at you. So
But also as well, Sam, guys also like to chat a bunch of bullshit to guys as well. Like
Some
They
do.
do. They like
Some
to
do.
say,
So
yeah.
say for example, they may put on this hard show on in front of the mandem, but to the woman,
But to the guys that do that,
He may
Cody,
be
I want to ask you,
more
the
open.
guys that have done that with you, that's put on a hard show and that, have you clocked all of them? Would you say you've clocked them?
bro, Me personally, yeah, I go on energies, innit? And I can find out a lot about someone just by their energy.
Energy is a
There's
real
just some
thing,
people
boy.
where it's like, yeah, my energy and your energy, they're not connecting.
It's not going. Yeah, it's not
you
gonna
do
work.
your thing, there I do my thing here. I don't even have to chat to them. Just energy, bro. People carry
100%.
energy.
But would you say that's already just a first glance? Like, who's to say that in the next month you might actually get on with that guy? If the
That's
energy's
first
off from the
impressions.
start.
Yeah, no, but his energy can change.
True, but I always think first impressions are so important, bro. They're so
But are they not
important.
sometimes deceiving? Like you might catch someone on an off day, like
That's what I just
But
had to
even
know
say.
what I
still,
mean?
it's still important because I feel like as a man, or as men rather, like we owe it to ourselves to, I don't want to say act a certain way, but to hold certain morals that we know other men hold dearly to. So if we then find that you're acting outside of, let's say, just for numbers' sake, like the 3 morals that we stick to, then okay, there's something up with you. Because regardless of the matter, like if I'm going through something with Andrew and Glody, like they're my boys and my brothers, I would be quick to tell them I'm off because of XYZ. Rather
Right.
than be off and try and hold it in. So they can then be like, so what's going on,
What's
Lufa?
going on?
But they will never know. There's no point. We don't act like that around each other. We're confident and comfortable enough to know that, okay, cool, I can quickly just say from the get-go, yo, I'm off today because I've gone through XYZ, and everyone's not going to say be cool with it, but they're going to help uplift me and go from there.
Yeah.
So now if someone else wants to come in to my life, I already have that morals in the back of my head. Like, okay, cool. Not saying that this person needs to act the same way that my friends act with me, but if you're going to come into my world, this is how you have to act.
But then it's how soon, isn't it? If that's not really your boy, they're not really going to be.
They're not going to do the
Able-
same.
do you know what I mean? Able to
100%.
be open
So you
to
still
you.
have to offer them that kind of time. So I wouldn't want it to be like a bad boys, even though I'd love to do a bad boys scenario where I invite all the man to come down, be like, yo, my daughter's invited my man to come
You know
to
what
prom.
time it is, man. You know what time
Bro,
it is.
I'm
That is
praying.
you're just
Oh my god,
waiting
I
for
want to call every
I don't want to use this
man.
thing. I don't want to use this thing.
We're all invest. We're all invest.
Oh my God.
Jersey shorts,
They're waiting for the call.
holding bottles in our hand. Both doors open.
Henny
I'm-
bottle.
Bro, bottles in hand.
Who are you? Who are you?
Who's this guy?
God.
He said, I'm calling up all the names. So I'm still waiting for that day. But with that being said, like I don't want that to also be like the end all be all. If this guy could potentially be the guy that's gonna make my daughter happy.
Yeah.
So there's that side of it as well.
Do you feel okay? Because I see how you're looking. You're looking at it like if it was your daughter, or if it was like, if it was more for your daughter like that. So I would say, okay, let's just say if it was just mutual.
Yeah,
Someone your age, a girl your age, just.
Okay, so another guy that's trying to go and move to her and XYZ. So even then, like I've been very fortunate to have a lot of close friends of mine that are females that have come to me and asked for advice and stuff like that. Like, and I always, again, try give them the most open advice because I don't want to be also that guy to be like, nah, cut man off. And then, so it all depends on also what they tell me because I always like to think there's another side that I don't know.
There
But
always
you
is
know they
two sides
they
to the
like to
story.
say, oh, he's 6'9".
He's died. He texts me that. But look at these messages. He said fata fata in a wata
Oh my
wata.
He
said
God.
good morning to me. He said good morning.
No.
Is that what's
So
important?
I always try to put myself in my man's shoes because, bro, I like to think. I'm not. I say this in vain, but I'm confident in saying that because I feel like the people that I'm around, we're. I don't want to say the pinnacle, but we really. Bro, I'm so thankful for you, man, because
Same.
of how much we've been through and how much we can see that in other things. Like how many times we talk about Love Island and certain things come to fruition because they're like, but we've seen this from early.
it plays out.
We used
On
to
Love
see
Island.
How,
We be doing mad
Like,
predictions.
we used to see how
We've
certain
done
man
mad
would act.
predictions and it's
That's
just like it's
so
just gone on
true.
just like fam. This is
And people are only clocking that
yeah,
now.
I know.
You see what I mean?
It's
So it's things like that I like to think, where, I'm very fortunate to be around people that have been there, done that, and now we're seeing that kind of unfold to now. So for sure, I feel like I could be in a position now to be like, okay, cool. These are the certain signs that they might come to, or sorry, let me say that again. Sorry, these might be the signs that they might say that have unfolded, and you're like, seen that before. I know someone that's done that, or I've done that before. Or he might have done this to get there. I get it. So yeah, I can confidently say that if someone wants to come to me and say that someone else has acted like this, then cool. I can already gauge where that guy's coming from. I'm confident enough to say that.
Do you think that men are probably better at doing that?
100%. Because I feel like girls. I feel
It's
like.
life experience, though. It depends. Actually.
Because I feel like.
Actually, that's always what you just trying to dig at me. That's all
I feel
it
like
is.
no, because he's not digging at you. No, because I just feel like it's just, and you know, this is gonna be a big conversation because it's this whole thing again with men and women, and obviously nowadays that's a whole big topic in itself, and women can think like men and so on and so forth, and there's equality within that and whatnot. Of course, okay, cool. I don't doubt that, and I'm not trying to discourage that, but nothing changes the fact that men can think a lot more rational than women, and women think a lot more emotional. So I feel like there will be times, which is good. No,
You said
good.
mic drop.
No, but it's good. Mine was good. It's good. I'm really intrigued. I'm really intrigued to hear what you're gonna say, because I feel like women will always offer the opportunity for their friend to see how this guy can potentially change in order to satisfy their girl. But at the same time, us man would already seen. We've
I
played
don't
chess.
know, but I
We've
think
seen-
Young DeMarco, young
it depends
DeMarco.
on life experience, though. That's the thing, because
I
everyone's
hear
been through
that.
different things. Do
I
you
hear
understand?
that. I hear that.
I
But-
see the red flags from shit. I don't waste time anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
You live and you learn. Like, there's certain things that I'm just like, oh, that's not right. Keep it moving.
I know
like,
that look, Lifa.
He's like,
I know-
all right. I already know the way he's
I know
looking.
that
I
look,
know what it
Lifa.
is as well.
He's like,
I know exactly what that is.
You want to say what you're saying?
He's like, cool. I'll let you have your say.
You say
I'll
what
let
you're
you have your
saying.
say.
That's okay.
Even that face, I know. Experience, darling. He's like, okay, okay.
I'm putting a face of understanding. That's all.
No,
is.
it wasn't a face of understanding. It was a face of, I'm going to let you have your say, boo-boo.
And you know,
Andrew clocked it as well.
the reason I say this, I say this. It's not even just. It's not just to go against
No, I
you,
know.
Sam. Because for a third episode, give it more context. For our third episode, I was thinking. I don't know if I said it to you, but I was thinking maybe us round up some dudes and we go on a blind date. We do a blind date for you.
Because they think they know better than me, like what I need for myself.
I thought-
you. Oh my
yeah.
God, come
I
on.
feel like we
No.
can
Okay, you're good, man. What?
No,
I
you
feel like
don't.
we
You
can
think
pick some
you know what
guys.
I need. How can you know what I...
Obviously, they'll sit
Sam,
on this couch
Sam,
back
them
to
come-
back like this.
Yeah.
Sam will be blindfolded.
Yeah.
The guy won't be blindfolded. We will sit on that couch over there.
Yep.
And then
But
obviously
we know who's gonna be.
We know who.
Okay.
And we got
okay,
some
okay.
contestants,
Yeah,
maybe
we're
3
doing
guys.
that.
You know what? You're gonna have to do that anonymous, because I feel like with things like that, if the person knows who they're gonna go for, she can easily play Joker. Be like, nah, these are the guys. This guy they want me to go through. I'm not gonna like him.
Oh, no.
So play that naive card, you
We will
know.
have 3 guys.
They'll
We will
play
have
that
3
card.
guys. We will have 3 guys. Like,
But they'll
one-
play that card. But we'll have to do it anonymously. We'll have to do it in a way where it's like, cool. Not even tell her. We have to tell someone else. We have to play someone else that doesn't know us. It doesn't know her. To be like, cool.
Oh my
You've been
God.
chosen. Like Squid Games. Do you want to play a game? It's gonna have to be like that. It's gonna have to be like that.
Yeah.
But us man are gonna be literally in a back room seeing it on CCTV.
Oh, so okay, put them in a whole different team.
In a whole different
Oh,
vibe.
no, I'm not
I
ready.
don't think it don't need
Oh,
to be.
that's
It don't need to
Because
be.
you know what?
That
'Cause
is
you know what?
mad.
It's funny because I always find things like that. It's like the moment if they feel like they know that they've been put in a situation where the influence is so heavy, they're quick to play another card. It's like, what's the point?
See, but then we've already assessed them. This is why we've picked them, because we've picked them
Sam
based
agreed
on
with
what
that.
we think.
This is what I'm saying,
She
bro.
agreed with that.
They like doing this.
She
No,
agreed
but
with his
we've
statement.
picked them based on what
It's
we
like
think.
the whole thing where like girls like to go for the quote unquote bad boy, but they don't want to deal with the good guy. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not 18 anymore. I don't play that shit. I want a good guy.
Does that game still exist? Does women still?
Of
think
course
Ah,
it does. I
another
think
question.
it's a phase you go through. When you're young, you have to go through it to realize what's
What
good.
in our age group? This the nonsense.
In
still
this
goes
age
on?
group, no.
Still
No.
exists.
That's what I'm saying. When
No,
you're
it's still-
younger, you think
still
so?
exists.
At
Of
our
course.
big age, people are going for bad
It
boys.
still exists.
That's because they haven't.
there's nothing more.
They don't even know why their pussy's tingling.
Yeah, come
They-
on, man.
There's
Even though
nothing
there's
more
nothing-
Women,
satisfying.
women love
Tingling.
testosterone.
There's nothing more satisfying.
Not from a dickhead. I'm sorry.
Okay, there's that
The
side of it
energy's
as
too
well.
They
awesome.
love dickheads, man. They
Yeah,
love
you do.
dickheads.
Then they've got a lot of
Love
learning
Niggas
to
bang on
do.
these girls,
They've
man.
got a lot of
I
learning
didn't bang on these girls. man. Come on, they bang these girls for a
Hey,
reason,
Luke,
man.
you laugh, you
Women
know.
love it, man. You,
Bro, the biggest
listen,
dickheads are
they
getting the
love
most
it,
cash,
man.
bro.
Yeah, they love it,
The
man.
biggest
You know, it's
dickheads,
weird,
bro.
I feel
man.
like
also
it's-
feel like with
it's
someone like,
phases.
yeah, I don't really want to see if he's really about
I'm saying that.
Listen,
Where
I've
did-
had
where
that
did-
before.
Where did Adam finish with Paige in Love Island?
I think was he so
He was
I think,
last, no?
I think he might have been last, you know.
Bro, and he was the biggest one of them all, bro.
See, no, but he had
He
reformed.
kind of changed.
He's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
reformed
yeah,
dickhead.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a reformed
Oh, so they are
dickhead.
reformed. See,
Reformed
that's
dickhead.
different.
That's a new one.
He's a reformed dickhead. He came on the show just reformed, you know, rehab.
Because that was going to be my example where sometimes not all, you know,
Yeah, no, he's
the quote unquote F boys.
yeah,
you know?
he's not. Obviously, people change, innit? Like you
They
don't
do.
just stay
But
an
I still
F-boy
feel
for
like
life.
these girls like, oh, I don't want an F boy.
A reformed one, that's
But they-
different because you want to feel like they've still got a little bit of spice.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
you contradict everything you said.
I said
You
reformed.
contradict everything you said.
That's why I said, yeah, these dickheads.
Reformed.
These dickheads are still beating.
Because they still that.
Hey.
Okay,
They're
so let's
not
say, for
dickheads
example,
anymore,
I do
though.
a Michael Jackson and I now go white. I'm still black. I'm still black. I'm still black. I'm still black. I'm still black.
Yeah, it's angry, man.
When the racing really kicks in, I'm still black.
Yeah, trust me.
I feel like it's the same for girls though. I feel like good girls finish last as well. I'm a good girl. Why am I still here?
Whoa.
It's
Okay,
true.
okay.
You really want to
Say
get
nice-
into this,
No,
Sam?
you say nice guys finish last. Yeah.
Do you really want to get into this, Samantha? Let's not get into this.
No, nice guys finish last. It's the same for
Bloody,
nice
you make me
girls.
laugh, you
It
know.
is though.
Girl, you said, nah, you
don't-
there.
don't
You trying to
bring the
expose
nice
me out
girls
here.
thing. No, not you.
Hey, you
But
making
you know
me
why the
laugh.
nice girls thing is a lie.
It's not a lie
Why?
though.
Because
Do you know what?
see them
Bitches
girls
get
who are
their
nice,
way.
yes,
They
You are
do.
nice. Yes, we're not saying your personality is not nice. We agree on that. But
It's not about
but
personality.
you know what
for
happens?
you.
There's you become nice to this guy, nice to this guy, nice to this guy, nice to this
What
guy.
nice are you talking,
to
Glozzy?
this
You're
guy.
a bit
What
nice
nice
to
are you
everyone.
You're being
talking?
very nice.
Hey, nice to that.
You're being very nice to a lot
No,
of
see the
people.
niceness you're talking is a whole different kind of niceness.
And at the
Behave
end of it, at the end of it, you're like,
It's not
what's
even
going
that,
on?
bro.
I'm a nice guy.
Nah,
it's not
that's a
even that.
different nice.
Sometimes it could even be a situation where they pick and choose who they choose to be nice with, and then man will have conversations amongst themselves and be like, she did that to you, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, she's like that.
Yeah, it works
You
both
don't
ways.
know. Yeah, it does work both ways
like
indeed.
that.
But I feel like
Some
you see
people
when
are
men-
willing to give royalties to certain people.
I feel like when women do that,
No
to
cash
another-
money.
to other, when women do it to other women, yeah, I feel like it even attracts that woman to the guy that you guys are even talking about.
And it's funny that
When you say
I've-
do, when you
I've
say
had-
do that to other women, what do you
So
mean?
let's see when women talk to other women about like their sexual experience, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't do
with a
that.
f- it
Yeah,
attracts
them
that
girls,
You're
they-
woman
gonna
to
get
that guy.
ideas into their heads.
I call
start
it
thinking
resentment.
about
I
it.
call
Yeah,
it-
you
but
can't
why
do
is that?
that.
Because Andrew showed me something today
Oh,
to
God.
which matched exactly that, and I always
Is
find
it?
it funny.
It's
I
up
always-
to his sex appeal. It's up to now. They want to test him.
Yeah,
they want to
This
test
is,
him.
and it's why.
Now they want
if
their-
your friend knows you're having a good time, but you've said something that makes your friend, or rather, let me say it this way, that piques your friend's interest.
You're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Oh, so why? Why?
I don't
'Cause
know,
Your
I
friend
don't do
could also
that.
have the same opportunities that you had.
Facts. This is why I tell
I
women,
don't-
yeah, never talk about your sexual experience unless to your female friend. Unless maybe it's one time.
But that's with
Okay, no,
guys
wait,
as
I've
well,
got-
surely.
I've
You
got
know
a
why I
question for
say
you.
that?
Great, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, go
Okay,
on, talk to me.
keep that in your head though.
Yeah,
keep that in
I
your
get
because I'm sorry that I interrupted because I had this situation and I was kind of thinking interesting. So obviously no names, obviously. But I had this situation where the person was asked, "How is your sexual experience?" and the person was like trying to really downplay it.
Downplay you.
No, just downplay the situation.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable in saying, but it's good.
Yeah. Keep
What
it
you like
simple.
with that? Would you expect your girl to be like, man can do blah 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 blah, or is she quick to just, or you happy with her to be like, nah, you don't need to know kind of thing?
Yeah, me, I'll say, nah, man, babe, lock that off, man. If anyone asks us about our sexual experience, look
You're
it-
happy to just, even if the girl is like,
Be like, they don't
yeah,
need to know.
you know,
I'm just happy to her to be like, hey, man, I'll just like to.
Because that's down in your rep.
No, it's not down in my rep. To me,
No,
it's
no.
like,
If it's a,
She just has to.
you know, And she's
I
only
feel you.
saying it. She's only saying it not necessarily to downplay what you bring to the table, because obviously she's happy with that.
But
Just to kind of downplay the whole situation
the
where
girls.
no
Downplay,
one's
just be
now
like,
taking
I'm
it.
good in
The
that
way,
department.
to
That's
me,
it.
to me, the way is her energy needs to be like, yo, why are you even asking me this question? Her energy needs to be like that. That's
Oh, okay. That was very nice.
It ain't
I was
H2O.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
to me, her energy. To me, her energy needs to be like one of them ones where like, like why are you even asking me this question kind of thing. If she doesn't come on that energy, then it could make me look bad. Because
Okay.
do you know what it is, from my experience, like one girl I dealt with, she gave me good reviews. The review that she gave,
5-star
that she
reviews.
gave, I end up getting residual pussy.
I got the residuals.
I said free streams of income.
Gumtree.
Residual puss.
Gumtree.
Okay.
The reviews kept
Facebook
coming.
Marketplace.
But whilst you sleep it's still coming.
And
Facebook
this
Marketplace.
is what happens.
Facebook Marketplace.
And this is what happens.
Okay.
And this is what happens. It's like, yo, I feel like when women are talking to
I'm
other
not gonna
women-
lie.
Don't get me wrong. You may have
That's
obviously.
where
I'm not.
that is where your sex appeal, bro.
Yeah, but does that happen for you guys as well? Say your man's talking about some girl, like, oh my God, this girl does this, boom, boom, boom. Are you now thinking, oh, right, like...
I would like to.
So it works
And
the
that's
same
an
way.
interesting
You know,
topic.
but do you know what it is? At our age now,
That's sex appeal.
At our age now, the man them, we don't talk to each other about our girls.
Yeah.
Like
If it's
that.
wifey,
If you-
you don't do that.
So if you're telling me, if you're speaking to me about a girl that
You're
yo,
linking.
Yeah.
that, to me, you're basically saying, yo, bro, I did this thing, and then hey, on a good day, you can do your thing.
Yeah.
I hear that.
He said on a
and
good
it
day.
also comes down to how you explain that experience. So like, if you're going into details to what she can do, as opposed to how you feel when you're doing the thing, you already rule that person out. So for example,
Okay.
I'm not gonna necessarily be like, boom, my girl,
Clapping it up.
mad head, crazy. No. Because then now, if I've got a friend that's scheming and thinking, nah, if Luther's not about
Yeah.
and his girls around,
what
Man's
happens,
in deep
bro.
thought
but
now.
if you now say it in a way where it's like, listen, the way she makes me feel,
Yeah.
and the more you plant in that person's head, that no
feel.
matter how you think about it, you're
Yeah.
always gonna see me.
Yeah.
It's a different story.
You're
Yeah.
You know what?
You are
Yeah,
dead.
because I didn't even see it like that.
Yeah.
No. But that is actually right.
Bro,
You're
it's
right.
like you have
bro.
to plant it.
You're actually
That's
right.
right.
I never actually
That's
thought about it
right.
like that.
That's
I'm not
right.
gonna lie. You're
Because
actually
don't
right.
get me wrong. Again, I could only say this as a unique example.
mad.
But us
How
lot,
I feel.
when we talk about these certain situations, we never project our girls or girls that we're dealing with that we're taking serious in a way where it's like we're giving off an opportunity for next man to come to. We don't see it like that. Like we will sit here and happily say, yo, it's an opportunity for us to go and do something with a girl. We're happy about that. Us man never have a conversation where we say, yeah, man beat it, man patterned it, man clarted it,
Unless
unless that girl's that vibe.
Yeah. Unless
But we're
it's
never
that.
sitting there saying
Just
that.
actually
We'll
having a
talk
discussion.
about it in such a way where you're thinking, whoa, I need to go do something now. You know what I mean? That's how we do it.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
a
really
movie.
talk about it like that. That's why I used to
yeah,
always say to my friends, I don't understand it when people will say, yeah, man, like man linked this girl, and like man did my thing, and then they go off and talk about something else. Oh, is that what she was? Is that all that happened? We're appreciative, bro. I'll sit here and say, yo.
But again,
we're
is that an age
appreciative
thing?
guys.
It's because you lot have
You know what
matured
it
now.
is?
When
I
you're
feel
young,
like
you probably
we
done
were
that.
saying this stuff even when we were young.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm
You
telling
know,
you
it's
something.
'cause
We were saying this stuff when we were
listen to
young.
different rappers. You see, when you listen to Rick Ross and them, man.
Listen, they will really explain. They will set pace in your mind. They'll set pace in your mind. So it's things like that where I feel like in this day and age now, it's unfortunate that the authenticity gets lost in the experience of what's happened, because that's what it comes down to. Like I remember even a friend of mine sent me an Instagram post, and it was kind of this whole like avatar / metaverse kind of like the way it was done. It was all avatars that were talking, but it was obviously voiceovers. And the guy was like, yeah, like, you know the thing that I beat the other day, and the guy kept on guessing who it was. And then when he guessed who the person was, they were like, yeah, I clarted it. It's a dead story, man. Like, to us, that's a dead story.
So I was waiting all of that
That's
for
a
what?
dead story.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want
wind
to
up
just
yourself
hear
for
you
what
cry, dear. What kind of nonsense is that? We'd even talk about things that we haven't done anything with, and we'll still talk about all the fantasies and things. Not to talk in a perverted way, because obviously there's a silver lining there. But
We're not perverted, man.
We're,
Let's just
we're,
get-
we're
man, we're not
appreciative.
mad
Let's
shit,
just we're appreciative with things like that. So again, we're not taking things for granted. Like, that's the moral of the whole story. We're not taking things for granted. So for sure, I'm not gonna now tell man, cool, my girl, she does this when she's on top. Because again, if
Yeah.
I'm giving you the opportunity to imagine what you
Yeah,
would go through,
100%.
because I know what a man's like. I know what my man.
We
like.
are really
I
perverted.
definitely-
That's what I say. We're
and
perverted.
going back to your question with the whole thing where can guys tell if a guy's good for whether it be for your daughter or just in the whole question itself? Yes, because I
You
feel
are a
like
guy.
we can already think of what guys will think. Is that that film where it's like what's that film with what a woman thinks or what a man
What
wants?
men
Or-
want, what?
Is it how?
Yeah,
Think like a man.
It's got better than-
Yeah,
the guy
Think
from
like-
11
think like a
Basketball,
man.
Omar Epps,
Yeah.
all these.
Think like a
Think like a
man.
man. That's the one.
That's it.
So it's things like that again. Like women always try to sit down and be like, I know what a man wants.
Impossible.
You don't know.
No.
Or
But do you
not
think
even-
every man wants the same thing?
Yes.
Really?
This is a good question now because we've spoke about it.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. No. This is good. No, because we went shisha the other day. I'm not giving context. We have to
It's
give
not
context.
context. I just
When
leave
she-
this guy with a headache every time I see him.
Went shisha the other day, and you see me. I'm about self-improvement. I'm about let's have
Actually,
real
no.
conversations.
Actually, I am
that's
not getting
developing.
into
That's
this.
real. You know, let's address certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I was basically saying, like, guys, right? Guys know what they want. Like when they're linking or they're dating these certain girls. Like I was saying to Sam, there's always a potential. If someone is single, if a man is single and he's out there linking, dating, whatever, there's always a potential for him to get with this girl and finalize the deal. There's always a potential because it's not like he's seeing someone and he's doing something. He's single. The person he's seeing single. There's always a potential. Like it's just, can you get the deal over the table kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, what was I gonna say? I can't even remember what I was gonna say, man. I can't remember.
In your head.
Yeah.
But
can't
you think
remember.
even with a link, do you not think that you establish that beforehand? So say like you're chatting to someone, you're like, yeah, I'm not really on anything. Like we're just gonna be linking. So if some guy says that to me, automatically I'm like, I'm not gonna do or act in any other way. If we're linking, we're linking.
Okay, now
Do you know what I mean?
can
So
only
how
speak
is
of
there
experience.
potential?
Lufa, yes, put knowledge in this, bro,
I can
because
only speak for
you
experience.
know what I'm trying to say.
No, 100.
You know what I'm
I feel
trying to
like
say.
I've been in very unique situations where, to what you said, the girls reciprocate the same energy. You know, and like, I've been in a situation where I've had someone tell me, Lufa, if you're doing your thing, cool. It is what it is. Just understand if you're gonna do your thing, we're gonna do our thing, but with protection.
Cool.
Now that to me, I've never heard that in my life. That's because I've always been under the impression that guys are always allowed to crack on and do their thing without the acknowledgement of the person who they're with. So now for someone to say that they're open to
Yeah.
the fact that you're doing your thing,
Because she's probably doing her thing as well.
or she doesn't mind, or she doesn't care
Yeah.
because she knows that we're not going to get into a place where we have to think about that. I never fathomed something like that. So, but again, it's a unique situation, a very unique situation. So I feel like, again, it comes down to who you're dealing with.
100%.
Because again, with the dating world in this day and age, and I've spoken to so many people, and I've been, like, even I said to Angie the other day, like, being in a situation where you have females that have friends, there needs to be a level of discipline, to maintain that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then at the same time, there's a lot of nuggets that come with that because you also get to understand how women think, because they will open up to you in a way that they not necessarily may feel confident to open up with their friends because they know with a guy, they also want to know the guy's perspective because that's essentially who they're willing to settle with, right? Now, with that being said, that's also allowed me to understand how women think
Yeah.
because they're going to also give me everything that they want from a guy. So now I can interpret that for myself to carry out for another girl. So with that being said, I was trying to elaborate with the point before. It's like, you just never really, like, it's just crazy how sometimes women and men are very similar. Very, very similar in more ways than you can imagine. But women tend to take a route that just allows the person to go through more levels than they need to go through in order to make sure that what they ever want from this guy, they're going to get from this guy. That's the only difference. But really, truly, just as you asked before, do you think men want the same thing? Yes. Do girls want the same thing? Yes. When you break it down, we want the same thing. But when you look at the levels, women want it in such much more of a complicated way because they think with emotion. They just want to make sure for how many levels you go through, we don't get hurt as much.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll agree with that.
They're just
That
trying
is
to protect
true.
themselves.
Yeah,
And I
it
get
is,
that.
it is,
But
it
with
is.
guys, it's a whole different ballgame because the moment you then try and break us or if we do get hurt, 20
No
times
turning
harder
back.
and
No
try and
turning back.
rectify
Another
that.
thing I was
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
to Sam
yeah.
as well, though, was like
Yeah.
basically guys know the qualities that they're looking for.
100%.
They know the qualities that they're looking
100%.
for, and it's like, as I was saying, if a guy's single and a girl's single, it's like there's a potential, but it's like, are you ticking those boxes? And people are not bothered about. It's like what I was saying to you about if you receive a bottle of drink right now, and you're in a restaurant, yeah, and you order, let's say, Coke or whatever. If that Coke's already open by the time you get the drink, you're gonna be like, boss man, this drink's open. Don't know, can you change it? You're not trying to find out why is it open. You're not trying to find out why is it open. No one cares. Like people say, okay, cool. You've got a trauma that you've got or whatever. People are not trying to find out why have you got this trauma or this issue. That's long. That's your own problem to deal with, kind of thing. They just want a new, because there's so much option nowadays. It's just like, bro, get me a new drink. Like,
Yeah, facts. Oh,
get me a new drink.
Because they know it's that easy
It's
to
that
solve.
easy.
Yeah.
So that's the market.
But
The
they'll have
market's
another
very,
trauma. Like,
No,
it's
so that's what I'm
not.
saying. There is traumas, but then it's like other traumas are bigger than other traumas. The other drink might just have a scratch on the can. Someone could still open that bottle and enjoy that. Like someone could still open that can and drink that cool. If the bottle's can's open, it's like, bro, the can's open, bro. Look, can you change
Like,
the
I
drink?
don't have time for this.
Like, yeah, just boss man, change the
But
drink.
why? But why? Because it's as simple as that, though.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
as
but it's
simple
whether
as
you want to
just
be with that
changing
person or
drink.
not.
No, but why? But why is it? Why is
Why
it
would you
about?
go through the headache? You might as well just
Not even
change
just
the
going
drink.
for the headache, but it's like when you know that the solution is there, why are you trying to find other ways to solve a
And as
problem
well,
that can be solved?
Luth, let me say this, yeah. So they will know a solution because I will have a real people will have real conversations. Men, not even just me. Men will have real conversations like, this is the problem. If you want to know, because some men don't care, bro. Some men won't even tell you. They'll see the problem, know the problem, but they'll think, with this conversation is
We'll leave
triggering.
it to my man.
This conversation is triggering. I don't even want to hear noise. I'm just going to move on. Like,
Yeah, facts.
but
And that's our
someone,
downside sometimes. Yeah,
it's a downside sometimes. Someone like me will have that conversation, but then it's triggering. But then it's like, are you gonna do the work now instead of you being triggered? Are you gonna take what I'm saying and then maybe say, okay, you know what, this person is saying this for a reason.
yeah, and apply it.
But
yeah.
everybody has different triggers as well. That's the thing, depending on experience and all of that stuff. So
Yeah, but as well as who is telling you. Like, I had a friend of mine I was talking about a certain situation with, and he just kept answering me questions. And the one thing he always said to me at the end of the conversation was, Luther, I'm asking you these questions so you can think. It's not about necessarily what I want you to do or how I'm gonna influence you or what I said. I want you to basically like take that as gold, but it's just more so I'm asking you these questions. I want you to constantly think, bro. So don't ever feel like I'm saying these things to you as a deterrent or to make you second guess what you're going through, but it's just to make you think. And that's the main thing, because the more you think, the more you can actually break down a certain situation to then see things that you probably didn't know or didn't see before. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. But then when you look to, I guess, when you have the questions there to make you think a certain way, but then you choose to ignore that and then think and try and make your own questions and try to now establish that, unfortunately, and I don't want to kind of like gentrify or, you know, stereotype, but unfortunately I've just seen this more common in women to make them feel like they need to justify certain things to almost second guess the obvious and go another way. Why?
What do you mean? In what sense? What do you mean
So
by
like, you know,
justify
you got
certain
that
things?
typical picture where it's like you're in a stream and you
I
got
get
the
what Luke was
rainbow.
saying,
you
you know.
got
No,
the
I need the
rainbow and
breakdown
sun,
because I'm like,
and then you got the
You've
like,
seen the
evil
solution.
forest.
You know it's
You
there.
see the evil forest.
Why are you going there?
you
You
decide
will
to
still not even go to the evil forest. You'll turn back. You'll turn back and try to find somewhere else, bruv.
maybe it's
Go
Mother
through
Nature.
the evil forest and see what
It's
happens.
the human nature
go
in us.
to the
You still
rainbow,
not
see
even
what
trying to take
happens.
it in. Should I give
It's
other
the Mother
examples?
Nature in us. You want to see the good in everything.
The
You
example. of what we're talking about.
want to see the good in everyone and everything.
In what way? If you're going down the stream, if Mother Nature's taking you down one way and you have two choices, why would you want to go turn back and go against Mother Nature? And this
I
is what I
don't.
find so fascinating.
You
This is why,
do that again. I think it's look, it's age and experience and life. I'm telling you because
Yeah,
there's
but nowadays that's
certain things.
obsolete, you know. I can't lie to you, that's obsolete.
No, but everyone has
So
to go
true.
through that phase.
What
Like
you're
everyone
saying
goes
is
through.
so
obsolete
true.
now.
It's not. It's not.
You know why I say
saying
it's
is
It's
obsolete?
a generation. It's
'Cause
an
when
age
you look at-
thing.
I hear what you're saying. I really do hear what you're saying. But then when you look at people at 21, a 21-year-old would happily sit down and say, cool, I'm just as mature as your age.
But they think
So
they
who-
are
No, but who's to say?
that they're not.
Who's to say?
Because there's people
That have had
our
life
age that
experience
behave
in
like
it.
they do you know what I mean? Like
And for
20,
them,
19.
if that's an
Yeah.
experience for them
Yeah.
that makes them feel that they've matured an X amount of years, who can we sit down and tell that person you don't know what it's like until they go through
Listen,
it?
you're constantly learning. Life
Because
is
the
a
same
full
for us.
lesson. Yeah,
There's times where
me,
even my little brother's told me stuff when he was 14. He's 19. He's 19 now. He told me stuff when he was like 12.
Yeah.
That made me think, rah.
Yeah.
I remember talking about idols. And I said to him, yo, my idol is Ronaldo. And people will know which Ronaldo I'm talking about. And he went to me, yo, Lufa, you know you should never call someone your idol. Looked at man, like, what are you talking about?
12-year-old, like, what are you
Yeah.
saying?
What are you talking
know what's-
about? He was like, yeah, because it says here in the Bible, or God says never to look at someone as your idol because X, Y, Z can make
Ooh,
you
spitting
kind of
knowledge.
basically idolize them as God.
Yeah.
Bro, that never left my mind till then.
Yeah,
Lufa.
Imagine that.
yeah.
That never left my mind till then.
But that's another thing.
Until
Elder
this
young
day,
ones are
I've
woke
never
now,
ever
innit?
tried to say someone's my idol. Till this day. My man 10 trying to tell me
Facts,
that's it.
facts.
The whole thing. So again, who's for me to say to man, shut up, man, you know what you're talking about. I'm 10 years older than you.
You can learn from a
Who's
baby.
to
You know what? You know who
You
say
can,
that?
but
You know who
even
say
that, I
that?
feel like that's been seen
You know
and
who
heard
say
from
that?
somewhere.
You seen African culture that your little brother you would have got slapped.
Quickly.
I'm
Who
not
are you to
hearing
tell
that,
me
man.
otherwise?
I'm not
I'm
hearing
not
that.
gonna
That's
lie.
that side.
But Luther's right, because I got the kind of same relationship with my brother, bro. Like, same
yeah.
thing. It's cool. Same thing. Like, he's older than me, but we be having conversations and it's like, I'll be saying something. Sometimes he drops a lot of knowledge on me, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I'll be saying some things and it's like, hey, this is really resonating with you.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
if it wasn't for me, bro, I think we'd still be playing games heavily, bro. It was me that
Listen.
was like, hey, bro, we're getting achievements on this Xbox 360, but real life we're not achieving what
Achieving
we're
much.
supposed to be achieving, bro.
Listen, and
After
there's
that,
nothing, and that's why I always try to feel like the way I have to open my mind up, I need to open it in a whole different way where I need to be humble. Humble is probably one of the biggest lessons that most people need to understand nowadays because it always opens you to new knowledge, and new knowledge is good knowledge, no matter how you take it in, whether it be as a thing where someone can tell you about yourself, cool, but now you know how to better yourself. And if someone's saying you how to better yourself, cool, you know how to better yourself. So it's always in a good way. It's never in a way where it's like, it's undermining. Man's telling me to save my money because I'm spending too much P going out, like it's a dickhead thing, blah, blah, blah.
see, but the thing is, you see, when it comes to men and women, because that's why I asked that question before. I feel like some people can't get past the triggering part. So it's like when
because they're not true to themselves, bro.
maybe they're not. Maybe that could be a factor, but I feel like maybe sometimes when conversations are too triggering, it's like they can't get past the good part of what someone's telling you. It's like if someone's telling you about yourself. For me, I would love if someone tells me about myself, bro, because I'm humble enough. Like you said, I'm humble enough to listen and be like, this
And
person
take it
is
in,
saying
yeah.
something. They're saying it for a reason. Like maybe there might be some truth to it. Like let me actually go into it and maybe even ask other people's opinion on what's been said, kind of thing. But a lot of girls, I feel like they would listen to it and just be triggered, and literally it just stops there. Like you would try and tell them again and again and again.
So
It's
this-
like, no, because I've done this, because no, because of, it's because
But
of
you know
this,
what?
and because it's
With
like.
that being
bro,
said,
because
so when obviously Sam comes back, we're gonna make sure that she gets her word in it. But
yeah.
in this day and age, bro, like,
And I'm not just saying
unfortunately-
just Sam. I'm not
no,
just
no,
saying
no,
Sam.
but it would be good to get a female's advice because
100%.
we've always spoke about this, bro. Body positivity, feminism, and so on and so
All
forth.
these examples.
Equalities, and so on and
All
so
of
forth.
these examples.
Where, like, you know what? For the camera, to everyone that's watching, if anyone's willing to really sit down there and be part of this podcast, you're more than welcome to.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, it will be good to also get another perspective because, and it's not even just perspective, but just another voice to really air out an opinion that they feel really strongly about. Because at the end of the day, this is something that we really need to elaborate and talk about. So, and what I'm talking about is just more so a female's perspective.
Sam.
Perfect timing.
How much time have we got there as well? Just
Just a quick check.
This out. Is there
Just give us a number.
is there any time on the top
Gun
there?
to your head.
No?
We'll just carry on.
We said when that stops and the red goes off, the red means it's recording.
No, so the
Okay.
red means it's recording, but let me
Go ahead.
let me just check.
So what I was gonna quickly talk about is
Perspective.
yeah.
That's what I
There's no,
wanted on.
because what we were talking about is basically just opinions about certain things, but to get a broad, or to, I guess, give people a broader perspective when we talk about how when we say something to someone, if they get triggered by it, to what extent should they be triggered, or to who is telling them the certain thing, or how they're perceiving what has been said to them to be triggered. And I feel like in this day and age, because certain things have been said in a way where it's like,
Andrew's already looking at me.
okay, because we've asked you a lot of questions where it's like, do we feel like a guy can tell if another guy is right to move to their friend, if it being female or a daughter? Or for example, do we feel like women can't gauge how to know a good guy as opposed to a man, and so on and so forth? Because in this day and age where we have, again, like I said, like this whole movement about trying to bring women to the same pedestal per se as men, it creates I guess I was gonna say equilibrium, but that's a balance. It creates a bit of an unstable platform for people to have their say, because there will be girls that will be like, nah, we're just as the same as man, if not more, blah blah blah, and then man will be like, yo, what are you talking about? You don't know how men think in this and that, this and that. So it'll be interesting to get that kind of debate or conversation going on, to really get people to have that.
That's
or
a
provoke that
never-ending
thought.
one. That's
no,
a
but it's
never-ending.
beautiful, because I feel like for as long as we could talk it in a way where people can still communicate amongst each other, regardless if we agree or not, we still give people the opportunity to think about it. Because really and truly, I can sit here and say, boom, men think differently to women. But there'll be so many people out there that'll think different. But that's my point of view. You're not going to change that. Because through X, Y, Z amount of experiences or people that I know, I've seen that happen. You know? But then again, am I right? Am I wrong?
It's an opinion.
This
It's an
whole male
opinion.
female equality, this that, like, I don't know, man. It's all a bit messy now. It's I don't know. I don't.
Tokyo.
I feel like everyone's got a bit lost in this day and age. Like
In what way? What has allowed people to be lost? Because
social media for one.
Because for
It's
example,
a big one.
I feel like there was a podcast. I think I sent Andrew this,
Mm.
and I'm gonna put these podcasts in the WhatsApp group as well because it'd be good for everyone to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl said, "I'm a 10." She said, "I used to think I was a 4, but
Samuels?
I'm a 10."
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw this with the wet girl and the
Yes.
Yeah. This
Hold tight, her. Hold tight,
God
her
is
as
like,
well.
she was not a 10.
Whole time. No, but one thing that was funny was when she went, I was a 4, and I used to think I was a 4, but now I think I'm a 10 because the fact that I feel like I'm a 10,
Makes me a 10.
everyone slapped on her. But what value have you added to yourself to now make you a 10? And this is the day and age that we live in where people want to put stars on their chest without earning them.
Yeah,
They want to put. They want to
100%.
wear.
The thing is as well,
They want to go out and wear that S on their
Yeah.
chest without earning anything.
and
But
the
it
thing
works
is,
both ways. This is
they're
what's
not-
frustrating.
they're
Okay, no,
thinking
we got
about-
more.
No,
Wait,
no,
hold on. What do
they're
you mean
not-
with that? What do you mean that? What do you
It,
mean with
what,
that?
do you know
What
what? Even nowadays, guys are not willing to do the work. Like, I'm very,
Chivalry's gone, isn't it?
I'm traditional in the sense of I've said this to you so many times. Like the guy's the hunter. Like you have to show me that you want me and that you want to make me wife before I can even show you certain things. Like I'm not gonna cook for you as soon as I meet you. I'm not gonna do all these things because
You want a
to
lion.
make you wife
I-
without seeing the
Yeah,
body.
you're not allowed to chase after
Wait, what did you say?
Okay, you see, yeah, a guy, a shooter, a hunter, looking to shoot a bird down. If that bird's not flying and he's aiming the
Why
sky,
am I gonna shoot the bird?
bro,
Oh
my
God!
God.
you're not flying.
Yo, that is so bad. That's actually
Brother,
Andrew.
you not flying.
So you're having no,
I'm aiming
My
at the
broken
sky. Like,
I've never seen it like that.
no.
Bro, that's actually
Okay,
bad.
okay.
So
Flying.
you literally
Sorry,
want
let's
females
offer
coming to
Sam.
your yard every day doing this, that,
No,
and
but
you
you've
for the
seen it the
other.
wrong way. You've seen it the wrong way.
But that's how it is. You're
No,
having
but you've seen
different.
it the wrong way.
You're like
Because you're
there's
seeing
too
it
much
from a
competition
positive-
now. You have to do
Exactly.
this and
No,
you
but
have
you're
to
not
do
seeing it
that.
that way.
Competition.
Because there's compromise. The bird's gonna fly to fulfill whatever it needs to fly.
But you have to show me that this is what you actually
No,
want
no,
for
but-
me to even
But hear
be
what I'm
doing
saying to you.
this.
Hear what I'm saying to you. The bird needs to fly to fulfill whatever it wants to fly.
But I'm a bird, I'm
Now,
gonna be
for the
flying
fact-
anyway.
Now, hear what I'm saying to you.
so why are we
Now, for the
flying?
fact that that bird's flew, that's gonna make me want to shoot it down. Now, how I'm gonna make that relative to what we're talking about is if the girl show me signs that she wants to be my girl, that's what makes me want to make
This
her
is
to
the
see if
problem,
she's my
though.
girl.
This is the problem.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
But this
'Cause
is
at
the
end of
problem.
no, because you
I'm
want
fucking
the guy,
old school, bro.
No,
Like
but
you
want
have
the
to.
guy. Exactly, you want the guy to show. But why am
That
I
doesn't
going
mean
to
I'm not
show
gonna
anything that hasn't
reciprocate.
been shown to me?
You're
Sam, I
not
ain't gonna lie.
I
flying.
will always
You're not
reciprocate, but
flying in
you have to
there.
give me that initial
I have to
that
pass-
I want you.
No, but I have to pass my practical. But in order to pass my practical, I need to do my theory. But you
Bro,
want me to do
everyone's
the
out here
practical.
trying to do their theory. How am I going straight into the practical?
Exactly, because if that person fails their theory, they're not going to do their practical.
Well, then who's
So
winning?
that's you also showing.
No one's fucking
I'm the
driving.
practical. That's you showing.
No
I'm the
one's
theory.
driving.
Sorry, that's you
I'm
showing.
gonna call
I'm
my
the
damn
theory.
car like you, bro.
That's so,
Listen,
what you're saying is
I'm
so
That's you-
logical.
but that's you showing. I'm the theory.
logical.
You failed
That's
me.
the perfect
There's
word.
no
So
need for
logical.
practical.
Okay, so then, but this is what I'm saying.
have to still
So
approach
really,
you.
you're not the one taking the lead. So what's the
Why?
point?
Why?
Because you're saying I have to show you, but you're not showing me that you want me.
But what did you just say before?
I said you have to show me that you want me and that
Thank
you
very
want to
much.
make me
So
wife.
how's that any different to what I've just said now?
But you're the man. This is what I'm saying. You're talking about male and female perspective. If you're meant to
Exactly.
be the man,
This
Yes,
is toxic
then I'm
masculinity.
supposed to. No, but
no, but you're trying to
still
tell
saying-
me.
That's what this
You're
is.
You're
me-
trying to
You're
tell
telling
me
me that I
Luba.
have to. You're telling me that I have to
Right.
show that you need to be wifey material. It's the same way. If I want to do
But
my
if you're
practical,
showing me
I
that,
have
then
to do
I
the
will give
theory.
you the signs as well.
Exactly. So if I pass my theory,
No, but you're
that
saying
allows
if
me to
I'm
do my
not showing
practical.
you, but you're the man, you
And
have
if
to show
anything,
me first.
the theory allows me to do my practical within
What,
2
imagine-
years. So
ima-
now I've got time to
Oh.
also see if I'm worth doing the practical.
Nah.
Let me deep
So
this.
now you're
Ima-
telling me that if I go out and fail my theory, that's still a way for me to do my practical.
God,
That
you're
don't
not
make
even
sense.
understanding.
That don't make no sense.
That don't make no
You
sense.
don't
So at
make
the end
no
of the day,
sense.
the theory still needs to be there in order for me to take it.
Oh my God, I'm
Andrew's
done.
so
I'm actually
logical.
done.
Bro,
I'm because you're
it
not
makes
hearing.
so much sense.
But
It
this
makes
is the
so
problem.
much
But you lot are
sense,
not
bro.
hearing it. I'm
let's
saying.
hear it.
Tell me,
Let's hear it.
where
Let's
you
hear it.
coming
Let's hear
from?
it.
Where you coming
Let's
Say
from?
it very slow.
give
so we
her
can
a
hear it.
chance to say her.
Say it very
thing.
slow.
I
so we
can't
can hear
say
it.
it any other way.
Okay.
You are the guy. If you are not showing me that you want to be with me, how am I going to open up and show you that, okay, this guy is serious, right? Let me actually show him a little bit more back.
Okay.
I can only give what I receive. And you're saying it's the same the other way around. I know that's what you said.
What you're kind of saying is like,
It's
the
fact.
bird that's not flying has got the broken wing.
Andrew.
Come and show
you
love to
still
that
should
bird, and
to
then
kill
maybe
it.
that bird can start flying one day.
No, that is not.
Show
Still
love.
shoot that bird down.
and maybe-
And if I shoot that
I've
bird
done
down, that
that.
makes me
Not
valuable
Not
to
even-
then
no,
go and love that
bro,
bird.
you don't,
I've
at this
actually
point, you
done.
don't even have a gun. That bird is just not flying. That you've put your gun away now. You're looking for birds that's not
Okay.
flying anymore.
Oh
this
my
one's got
God.
one wing that
Oh
can
my
fly.
God.
The other wing needs
I
mending.
get it. It works
Show
both
love to
ways.
that bird, and maybe that bird can fly one day. That's what you're trying to say.
No,
No, but
it
people-
does work both ways. But I'm saying in the beginning, like you have to literally, like you make the first move. I will never go up to a guy and approach him. That's not what I do.
What's
like,
wong with that?
what?
What's
How
wrong
do
with
you feel? Okay, so if
You
has
can
a
be
girl
flying.
chatted
I've
you
had
up
that.
before?
Oh, I love
How
Ask
does
me
it
this
make you
question.
feel? How does it make
Ask
you
me,
feel?
because that got me into
PBL.
free.
That's what.
That
That's
got
what
me.
it's about.
That got me. That got me
Yeah.
into a free. Say 3.5 year relationship.
So you don't feel no way. Like if a girl approaches you, you don't think, all right, she's doing this to everyone.
No.
Because
Okay.
at the
I
end of
don't
the
even
day,
care.
for me,
Yeah.
guess what?
Me.
Because for me,
Selective.
I don't care. She came to me. I don't
Yeah.
care about
I'm
what
top
she did
3
before.
selected.
I was just
Come
about to
on,
say
You
that.
are not me. Forget this.
So you don't
rate
feel
me
like
on the checklist.
emasculated. You feel like, oh, I'm
Hold tight,
Like,
hold tight the remix on that.
Oh, they-
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't understand. Like, I don't think. I don't want to say women, but I'm gonna say it.
Majority.
I don't think women understand
Yeah.
when you guys move unorthodox. You don't understand how much that makes us feel.
okay, interesting. Good
Come
to
on.
know.
Because when I had that experience,
Mm.
I was like, wow,
Yeah,
the
this is
theory is
different.
coming for me.
Yeah.
I'm
not
gonna
looking to
shoot
do
you
my
down
theory.
quicker.
I'm not even looking to
shooting
do
you.
the theory.
Yeah.
I'm
So I can do
shooting
the
you.
practical just as quick.
Yeah.
Because you're coming to
for
me.
I'm shotgun.
And
You
I'm
put a
doing the
shotgun for
theory.
you.
And I'm
Come
doing the
on, you're
theory.
good, man.
And you're giving me all the answers.
Yeah, we're buying this whip ASAP. Buying this whip
driving.
ASAP.
Yeah.
Buying
Driving.
this whip
So this is
ASAP.
why- and this is why I was making the point before.
Oh my god.
It's like, again,
Go.
making it more relative,
Yeah.
a job. If I've been headhunted,
Yeah.
not the best feeling, to now going out and actually searching for a job and
When
put my
you've
CV
literally
out
been
there.
hunted out.
Exactly.
Come on.
So this is what I'm saying to you.
I couldn't.
If the
I just
girl's
cannot
moving
see
to
myself
me,
doing that.
I know for a fact
You're missing
the
out.
interview is obsolete.
I'm not that bold. I
You're
cannot
missing
approach
out.
a man
And
like
this
that. I
You're
can't.
missing out. You're
But this is the
missing
thing,
out,
but
big.
guys
going
don't
for a
even.
toilet break.
Sorry to cut you off. Even these days, yeah.
The pass is there. Lufa, take the pass.
Especially nowadays, yeah,
Yeah.
where it's so like now, yeah, it feels even weird now, like not weird, but like now, like approaching a girl unless she gives you some sort of like,
This is the. But this
so,
is what I'm
unless the girl
talking
gives you some sort of like
about, bloody.
signal or eye contact, like that's the only thing that's allowing men to like just try
To
to
do-
approach
have the
girls.
go-ahead.
Because we came from an era where we used to stop girls and chat to them, and draw
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
It's mad now.
It's too
You can't
much.
do that no more.
You're like,
Now
what
they call it-
rules
now
am
they
I
call it sexual
breaking?
harassment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Now they call it.
But this is
Don't
what's.
get me wrong,
That's
you
what
still-
you
you
can
can
do.
still
You can still
do
do it, but
that,
like you
but-
have to come with it. You can still do it certain.
Yeah,
but
it's a bit
we,
sen-
bro, we
it's a
used
bit
to, bro.
sensitive
If I see a girl, I'm drawing you.
But
Blood.
the thing is,
Anytime, any place. I even drew a girl with her in front of her mum, blood.
it's even gotten too much because it's to the point where even like you will give a guy the eye contact, but it's like raw, like he's still not doing anything.
Yeah, it's because it's the way. It's,
See
it's
that eye
everything
contact
we-
that you think that
Yeah,
you're
and also
giving.
it's everything that we're seeing on social media. Why girls are saying, "Oh, look, this guy tried to approach me." Look,
The way
Ruining it
girls
for
shoot,
everyone.
you know,
I know
the
this.
way girls shoot their shot, the way they think they shoot their shot is like sometimes you don't even know if they're shooting their
Yeah,
shot. Like, it's
trust
like,
me.
No.
brother,
Do you know
how
what?
you looking at that look that you're looking at me? I don't even know if girls
As
are
soon
aware
as-
of how
if-
they're looking at
no,
people.
no.
Like,
If I'm looking at you
they
and
could just be
smiling,
looking at
that
this.
means
It's
you
just
need
like,
to
bro,
come and
you're not
talk
even
to
looking at me like
Like you want me? Yeah,
like
I
you
used to
want
do
me.
a
You're just
little
looking
thing
at me.
like
I don't
that,
even
little
know.
thing.
I
Listen,
don't even
The
know
whole
what's
game
going
is
on
fucked.
now.
It's all fucked.
I personally feel you, Sam.
all
I
fucked.
personally feel you. See, listen, if you
It's
go,
all
if
fucked.
you, bro, if you approach the guy that you really want,
Points. You get extra.
I ain't gonna
points.
lie, you'll end up finding the guy that you really want.
I feel like that. I thought that would make them
around.
feel some type of way. Like, how
No.
am I going up to someone and trying to talk to
We
them?
You're
don't- you think
hearing
us
from
guys,
men.
do you know also- do you know
You're
also what- do you know
hearing
also what you
from
also do?
men. 3 men have both
I
said.
Do you know also what you also do as well to the man?
Yeah.
You put him in a place. So now that man feels like, raw, that woman rates me. So now he's even gonna move harder, like do even more for you. Because now you put him on a pedestal. Men love to be put on a pedestal, man.
Very true.
We love it, man. We love
true.
a woman
Just
to
like
put us in a.
women.
Yeah, we
So
love
how's this gonna work?
Yeah, but
Both people want the
You know
same
what it's
thing.
like saying? You know what it's like
Everyone
saying?
wants the
it's
same.
Like, it's like this. You see, it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing as if, especially if the guy's attracted to you. It's the same thing as if you give a guy a gift. If you give a guy a gift, that guy, if he's appreciative of that gift, is going to gift you a
Unless
mad
he's
gift.
getting it from 10 million other people.
what do you care about that stuff? What do you keep thinking about that?
Because I'm not here to be a dickhead.
Oh,
like,
yeah, this
This
mindset.
is the
This man's-
thing.
This,
That's
this,
the
this, this
toxic
can be with
mindset.
anything.
Toxic.
This can be with
Toxic.
anything. This can be with anything. When he calls you, oh, am I the 10,000 girl he scored?
It's very true.
When does it stop?
You know, girls think
When
like
does
that.
this? When
you
does
know
do
it
what?
stop?
think
You know
like
what?
that.
No, I need
Because
to get rid of
the
that.
thing is, like,
It's
I don't
good
even
that
like
you've
to
had
give my
bad
number.
experiences.
No,
You've had
I
bad
have. I don't
women
even like to give my
out.
number to
Not all
people
It's
in a
good that you're
club or
saying
wherever
that.
because I'm just like, you're literally out here just to get numbers. Like, how many numbers have you got already? And
It's
I
good
get
that
it.
you're
like,
saying that because girls actually think like that, bro.
No,
Nowadays.
no, that's
It's
the
mad.
point.
Girls actually think like that. Like
Yeah.
girls are actually thinking.
but
like,
this is the problem.
oh,
Everybody's
you've got bare girls. Like what? You,
So what am I
you
here-
doing
what am I
this? Like you
doing?
got bare girls. Like girl, bro.
Why am I adding to the list?
I'm pretty sure you've heard that before. Bro.
I've heard it, bro. I've heard it.
I bet you do this to everyone. I
I heard it
They
before.
fuck
I
everyone
bet
like
you. I
this.
bet you. Yeah, I bet you go. I
fuck
bet- I
everyone
heard
like
it before.
that.
I bet you draw bare girls. I bet you go. Do you know? I say,
Yeah.
yeah, man, yeah, and now I'm drawing you. What are you saying? Let's keep it moving, man.
It's like, where do you fall in the
Yeah, let's
competition?
keep it
Like,
moving. For you
what
to
are you
say
bringing
that,
to the table?
I feel like when a girl says that, yeah, man, you're that guy, yeah, that gets bare girls. You already like me, man. You just want me to cement you now. You already like me. You just made a bait now. You made a bait. Now I don't even have to do hard work anymore. You're
This
feeling
is the
me, man.
problem.
You're feeling me.
Yeah.
I'm closing this deal.
100%.
Listen,
is the problem.
nowadays, it's not complicated, man. I ain't gonna. You see, women.
All right, break
if
it down.
women-
How's it not
If women really want to get the man they really want, yeah, for
get
example, on a thing, you go and get him, and you will get him. That's what I said to you. Do you know how sick it is when a woman puts you on a pedestal? Because when you tell him, yeah, I like you and I move, and obviously it's mutual as well. You feel the energy and it's mutual.
It's very rare. It's
It-
mutual. That's
it's
the
mi-
problem.
I don't know, man. I don't know about
It's
your
very
experiences.
rare. It's
but
always
for-
one likes one more than the other, or vice versa.
Oh,
It's
no,
just-
no,
it's
no.
a myth.
Oh,
Okay,
no, no,
okay,
no.
but what?
That's okay though. That's
No,
okay.
no, 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 no,
okay.
Wait. But what makes you look at that as such a negative light?
Yeah, you got such a negative mindset. Explain this, please.
I'm not negative.
you have.
I am
Because
Because
man
you
says
say
very.
that, because you say that in a way
Yeah.
where it's not progressive. You saying it in a way where it's like, oh yeah, obviously, because it just means
what
that-
you're saying is
so what?
A lot
So
of girls
why?
think
So
like
why?
that, you know.
Yeah.
So please.
Again, I think it's experience, like you said.
Okay.
That's all it
But
is.
you need to let this go because this is different people.
Different
Like-
times, but
like
everybody
different-
thinks different. This is the problem. You know how you were
Exactly.
saying
That's
to
could
Why
also
is that a
be-
problem?
that's
Why is
also-
that a problem?
Yeah, that's also be
It's
beneficial.
not necessarily
Okay.
it's a problem. Do you understand? But I feel like it's each to their own at the end of the day. Like, you kept saying to me the other day, I don't even want to bring this up because I'm going to get vexed again.
Yeah, bring it up, man.
Get vexed.
Bring it up,
'Cause
yeah.
you might be talking for
But-
someone that that has a quieter voice or whatever.
yeah,
So
But
get
he
vexed.
was literally just like, what is the two things you brought up to me when we went to Shisha? There's two words that you said and I can't remember that was.
You know, bro?
I don't mind.
Oh, after this,
I don't mind.
I'm on it.
Did you
Yeah,
say
cool.
what was you saying to me?
What about
Was it the-
conversation? that we
Yeah, you kept talking about like cooking and then this and then that.
Okay, so
right. So he
okay.
he thinks he knows me. I'm like he was saying like people's characters don't change that much as
Okay,
a
yeah.
friend or
Oh.
as in a relationship. Like your characteristics are still kind of the same.
Okay.
Whereas I was basically like, you haven't been with me in a relationship, so you won't know. I only show certain sides of me.
You okay?
Do you understand? So as a friend,
I would agree with that.
What did I
As
say
a-
after that though as well? What did I say after that?
Andrew, what did you say?
Mm.
Because
That being said-
I said, listen, it's not like it's black and white. Like
You
it's not like
didn't
it's
say
two-
that.
No. So this
You're like,
basically-
I'm right, you're
no.
wrong.
I
I'm
basically
big,
said,
you're
I basically
small.
said, I
I'm
basically said, you're right.
basically.
But I
Matilda.
said you're right, but it's not like it's black and white. Like it's like not like you're gonna turn into a totally different person. Like the character that you are already, it's not like you're gonna be a completely different person in
I
the
get what
thing.
you
Like
mean, yeah.
it's like, bro, you're still the same person. It's not like you're bipolar. Like
But I
you've
feel
got
like
a-
he was telling me characteristics about myself that he's not actually witnessed. He's saying this is things he's seen, but he's never seen me in a relationship
Give an
setting.
example.
As in cooking for my man, basic things like that. I'm like, I've lived with my exes. I've like, say for example, one of my exes, he used to pay the rent, whatever. I moved into his, innit. So I always did the shopping, took care of the house, like cooking, cleaning, all of that. So I never did question any of that. Do you know what I mean? Same one again. Another ex before that, like it was the same thing. Come home, cooked, for everything's there. So he's like, you don't this, you don't, because you only tasted my food for the first time in 10 years. So you want to talk. I'm like, but if you have your own place, it's different. If I can feel comfortable.
If it wasn't for you, we would have never tasted the cooking.
But it's things like that. I'm just like, you haven't seen me in those settings. That's it. You said I'd compromise. He said compromise. I said, it's not, I'm not willing to compromise, but I have to meet somebody in order to know what I'm willing to compromise on. Like,
Okay,
if I've met somebody, I might have a list. Everyone has a list, but that can all go out the window because I might meet someone and be like, rah, like, this guy's actually dope.
Okay,
But
the reason why I said that was because I've heard Sam's list before. The
Everyone has
boxes.
a
What do you have this list? What
But
is this
everyone has a
mean?
list, but it
okay,
doesn't
so
mean that's
this-
what you're
this-
going to go
this is
by.
what-
I'm saying
this is what I heard
I will
before.
compromise on
And
things
this,
depending on
this is
who
the
that
only
person
reason I
is.
said
You
the
know men
only
don't have
reason
lists.
the only reason I said
You
what I
do.
said.
Yeah,
You
big
do.
back.
Okay.
No, bloody.
Bro, I
It's
see
not
even look
just
at you.
physical.
I see even look at you.
No.
Like,
That's the trouble.
yo,
everybody
we
says.
got
Yo,
we
she's
got a
That
list,
big
man.
back.
back here. Oh,
No,
yeah, cool, you're good.
We got a list,
We can work it
man.
out, man. We can
Hey,
work
like,
it
it's
out.
man said we can work it out.
Gloves,
Hey,
man.
but the
I'm
only
joking.
reason I said that is because literally, like, she had said to me in the past, like, okay, you know what? I want someone that's gonna be able to do this and that and this and this, and I need to be able to have my own space to do my own thing. But I was like, yo, Sam, like, what are you looking to bring to the table? She was like, no, the guy needs to be able to do this and that and
No,
that. And I was
that's
like,
not right. That's not how it went
so
down.
how
Here
are
we go.
you? Well, like,
It's
what
just
are
like
you gonna
Kanye said,
bring?
man.
Leave her.
She said to bring to the table.
I am the table.
Yo,
And I'm not gonna lie, that mentality, as long as it seems like a joke, bro, that is the mentality of a lot of girls, bro.
Yeah,
I am
no,
the table.
and it's
like,
unfortunate.
You both have to give and take. I've
no,
never,
it's
I'd
not
never
even
do that.
I am the table, but the fact that they're
I would
asking
never
without
do that.
knowing what the guy brings to the table. And don't get me wrong, even with that response to say I am the table, they will still look at it as insulting. Oh, you're too big for your boots. You're
Yeah.
vain. You're this.
Yeah.
You're that. But really and truly, again, for everything that most people would look into their opposite half, that's what they'd want. So again, for someone to actually own up to what they have, and that's what you're after, and you still find that as being vain, it's just it's hypocritical for you to already even chase that person, because you then expect that person to be humble enough to be like, oh, well, this is what I bring to the table for you,
I would,
because it's not specific to you.
Yeah.
If you want a millionaire and that millionaire is saying, bro, I've got this pee for my children, you will still be in spite of the person that is the millionaire to be like, wow, why isn't he saying some of it's for me?
This is the thing. I don't work like that though. I know exactly what you're saying, but that's not how it is. I think with my heart, okay?
As you should.
Like I said, everybody
As you
has a
should.
list, but there's many things, like I
see
said.
Gloddy's look right now.
No, but everyone does. You have certain things you would like.
100%.
Certain things you would like doesn't mean that's how it's going to come or in that package or that's everything you're going to get. But until I meet that person, how do I know what I'm willing to compromise on? I would like this, I would like that, but it might not come like that. But until I meet them and they're like, rah, okay, we actually vibe, we actually click on so many other levels. Okay, I can let this one go. I can let that one go. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't say until I meet that person.
Me personally, Sam, for me, I feel what you were saying, but you just think too much when it comes to guys.
I don't think
You
too
know
much
what?
at all.
No, you know what? At the end of this, Sam, you think you go about how you feel necessary. The only thing I would say is just be a little bit open. I don't know. Just,
I'm always
just,
open.
Just allow one of those doors that you're holding to keep shut. One door open. Just one of it.
You
It doesn't
think
need to be
I'm
double
closed?
door.
You think I'm closed off?
Just bro.
You think I'm closed off?
No, because I just feel like, and again, this is what I was saying before, it would be good to have someone back you up or have someone with you
Yeah.
to get a broader perspective.
Yeah.
But
Burn your
again,
bridges next time.
for what I headbutted the mic. But for what you're saying, I feel like if you just have a bit of risk, because I feel like the guys, and this is where, like, I can't remember who I was talking to, but someone said someone said something to me that again resonated with me with relationships. So because, as we were saying before, women tend to think a bit more based on emotion. They find it a lot easier to go through certain situations to be able to feel the exact same thing they felt before. Whereas with guys, because we think more rationally, we'll go through certain situations still carrying that on our backs to hope that we don't go back to that place. So sometimes we'll have always that little edge of caution.
Yeah.
Until the day we really feel like, you know what? That's the past. We can move forward.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest difference to where we've got someone that's still willing to think, or just like Takeshi's Castle. You know that little drill where man are
I
running
love
on the
Takeshi's
steps
Castle.
and there's that one step that can sink them?
Yeah.
That's
The doors.
Yeah.
or even the doors.
Yeah.
Whereas the girls, on the other hand, will open any door. Open any door. No matter what's behind it, they will open any door. Well, us man will still go to that door like, ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know about this door. There's something about this. So I feel like for you, if you maybe just went on that side where you can feel like, ooh, actually, I don't know about this door, but there might be this door.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm
Rather than just happily
open.
This is
open
why I
up doors
think
and
the
expecting
next
things to work in the way
episode-
you want it to work.
The next episode, if we can, I think it will be interesting if we
Put it out there, man. Let's put it out
Yeah,
there.
man.
If we
Anyone
got
that's
a
willing
guy-
Then you're going
to
to be
jump
judging
on,
how I'm conversing
Listen,
in this date.
anyone
Because
anyone
you're
that's
going
willing
to
to
be
jump
like,
on, come through.
she's an attractive young woman.
Very attractive.
You know,
so
Yeah, man.
if we have any male contestants that are looking
Please.
to like join and have a blind date,
Please.
listen,
Come on.
let us know. Hit us in the
And it's
in the
even
Instagram,
better if it's anonymous
YouTube
as
or
well,
whatever.
rather than us trying to go out of
Yeah.
our way to
Hit
find our
us.
mutual
Don't hit
friends.
her.
Hit
Hit
it.
us.
Yeah.
Hit
Join
the
in,
Mels,
man.
hit Lufa, hit Andrew, hit Gloddy. Like, hit us, and then we can set this up for the next episode.
just so you can be like, we
No, but
told you,
also-
motherfucker.
But also, Sam,
We know what's
also-
good for you.
no, but also, Sam, if you know someone that wants to join in,
Yeah.
we'd also do our own thing as well.
Yeah.
But we'll get another perspective because I feel like
I need another female, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's
I
nothing
do.
wrong with that. Because
I
you know
do.
what? Sometimes two can represent four, and that would be more than us three.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that. But it'll be good to definitely get.
But it's not even male. I don't know. Like I said, it's all experience in it. Everyone's had different life
Yeah, 'cause
experiences.
at the end of the day, we're
Like,
not- we're
I
not
have different
arguing with each
triggers to
other.
you. You have different triggers
Oh,
to me.
nothing wrong with
Like
that.
all of that.
100%,
do you
no
know
one's
what I mean?
And it's only natural that we go in that way. For as long as we can still
Yeah.
keep things, even if things get real controversial, I'd love that even more. Because again, I feel like provocation can still open up the opportunity to still kind of come together and really
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
the understanding is the right word I wanted to come
Yeah.
to come to a better understanding. Because at the end of the day, regardless whether we agree to disagree or if we agree to agree or disagree to disagree, it is what it is. But for as long as I can understand where you're coming from, you understand where I'm coming from, and we can still move forward,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's the
whatsoever.
problem nowadays. People don't want to do that. Come to a disagree.
Agree to
Nah,
disagree.
because they then start
Everyone's just,
talking
hey, man,
behind
if
your
you
back.
don't agree with me,
You're
then
dead.
Fuck you,
yeah,
man.
You're the enemy, man. You're the op.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, you're a liar.
Yeah.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
Coming
You
to
should
the
win that
villa to
Oscar.
find the true love.
You should have.
Hey, real. Something real.
Oh, do you know what women use now? Their favorite word
Oh
nowadays.
my god.
He's a narcissist.
Narcissist.
No. The other one.
No.
Misogynist.
No, Gloddy's hit the nail on
Misogynist.
the head. See that narcissist?
Women are
Misogynist.
That's a
using that word.
buzzword now.
No,
That's
no,
a buzzword.
There's the other one I
That should
got
be- that should
told.
be the name of this. What's your narcissist?
Not,
That's a
is it
buzzword.
gaslighting?
Gaslighting.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gaslighting.
they love
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
They love
Yeah.
that one.
I love
They
that
love that
one.
one. They love that one.
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
Yeah.
It's a thing though, guys.
Wow.
No, it is a thing.
Trending
Oh,
now.
100%. It
It's
is
a
a thing.
thing.
It is a
Trending.
thing.
It's
It's
trending.
like you
At
don't
what
do certain
expense?
things and then trying to make me look like I'm the mad one. No, actually, you're the one actually moving crazy.
I don't want to bring up certain. I don't know. I don't want to say like a certain example.
Scenarios.
But you know, I feel like also as well, it's easy to victimize. Oh no, let me say
To blame the man.
Name me, because there's that as well. But like for example, today I got told a story from a friend of mine who was part of a jury service where he witnessed the girl basically getting let off, or get let off rather, because that's the best terminology. For the fact that she essentially murdered her child
Oh god.
because of prenatal depression. Yeah, exactly. Now we all know.
That's
We all know, and apparently it was because more this side than this side that she got let off. So there was a bit of injustice in there.
Boy.
All right. Now with things like that, again, going back to what we were talking about, there could be certain scenarios where people would like to pick and choose and use certain things to defend themselves, to act a certain way, or to, I guess, point the finger at someone because of a particular reason. Like the whole situation where, I don't know if you lot remember reading, but it was on the newspapers where a girl convicted a guy that he raped her in her dreams.
What?
And actually went to court.
Wow.
Sorry.
It went to court.
Convicted
It went to court.
off of a dream.
Dream.
And it went to court.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That's
That's
not real.
It
mad.
went to court. It went to court.
Was that America or UK?
No, UK.
What?
Wow.
No, you're lying.
Wow.
That's
In the
a
You
UK.
don't get talking.
But you know them dreams that are
We're on
mad
the
real and you
Wi-Fi
wake
right
up
now.
vexed like
No, what is that, man?
Yeah.
you wake up like
Yo,
oh.
hold on. You see the
That's not real though.
Was
That
the man?
can't be.
Was the man? Yeah.
That can't be
Wha-
real.
Okay.
They
this
must
is
have.
obviously
The
a
guy
white
must have been
woman.
black. The guy must have been black.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say.
Was the guy black? The guy was black.
But what idiots would actually carry that? to
When
that
the guy's
level?
black, they could be he could be anything. There could be a needle dropped in the pool, like
Brother.
needle dropped in the bin.
No,
Like,
I
take
don't
it-
believe
Look
that.
look how quick Fed comes in when a woman calls you. They say, "Oh, this guy sexually harassed me," and then they come quick. And then when they ask me, "Yo, why? I just spoke to her."
Oh my god.
It's
And you say, "Oh, you just spoke." Sorry, but we have to investigate
yeah,
that
that's
first.
it. It's a station.
We got to arrest you first and put you in prison. Then we will investigate you.
Jeez.
The
Let's
further.
let's talk about this at the
That's what
station.
they're on.
Let's have a
You're
conversation at
arresting
this
people on
station.
dreams now. Is this real?
Nah, that's a madness.
That
So
cannot
this
be
one in
real.
particular was in the US.
That's a madness.
Oh, was it in
New
US?
York.
It had to be the States.
Yeah,
man.
because the
Oh,
US is a
boy.
mad place. It's already a
you-
mad
Yeah,
place.
it's
Like,
lawless, man.
their laws even, bro. They can arrest you.
No, that's
They can arrest
mad.
you. It doesn't even have to be a
Wait,
dream.
wait.
Someone could just. It doesn't even have to be anything. They could just arrest you on just how they
The
look at
rape
you.
victim
Just-
has spoken of her fury after a judge reversed her own decision to convict the teen who held her down, assaulted her with graduation party, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
so he reversed it.
He
Okay.
reversed it. Okay, because this has nothing to do with the dream. Yeah, most of them have come from it.
Because you can't actually carry that through to the courts. What a waste of money as well. Can you imagine?
But in America, it's
They
different.
will
innit?
convict the guy.
No. I'm
in
sorry.
America,
Was
you
I
can-
even actually there? Like in somebody's
You don't
dream,
have to
in
be there.
someone's
Look
head?
at Central. Look at was it Central Park 5?
No, yeah, that also as well.
Don't
Look
have
at
to
the
be there.
RICO law.
It's even.
Look at the
What's
RICO
that
law.
one?
That law basically.
Oh,
says
if someone else does a crime but they're connected to you, they can
yeah,
arrest
man.
you.
It's like, hey, man, you influence them, man.
If
You're,
they've
you're the
called
gang
you,
leader.
If they've made a phone call to you,
Yeah,
get
or
you.
you're the gang leader.
they
so you're the
phoned
gang
you.
leader.
They phoned you.
You wasn't even there. You didn't even
Jeez.
speak to
phoned you.
nobody. But hey, man, you're the gang leader.
This
man.
person made a call at you to 9 o'clock. You're in prison as well.
You were there. You were involved.
in
That's
prison.
No, it's a madness. It's a madness.
That's ridiculous.
It's mad.
And now imagine if we were to try and make this work the other way. As if we would ever have a case like that.
Oh, mate.
For me
Never.
to ever call up the police and say, guys, I've been raped. I've been
Man,
raped.
they will close the phone on you
They'll
before
look
you
at you
even
like,
said, I've
what?
been.
Is
I
that
think
person
I've
in the
been.
room?
Do you
No.
think guys can actually be raped by a
Never.
female? You
Of
can't.
course.
Guys have been
The
raped.
same way
Yeah,
guys have
come
been
on, man.
stabbed up,
You think
punched
so?
up.
But when
And
But
they
how
don't
can a
get
woman hold
nothing.
you down?
hey, well,
There's a
woman
lot
crime
of
is
guys
wrong.
that,
Women
because
hold
the
you
thing is,
down.
because don't get me wrong.
This is toxic masculinity.
No,
Finest.
no.
And
Is
the
it not even?
finest. So you
Is
But
it
I'm
not-
trying to. I like
Nah, I
how.
put on my
Like,
guys. Your guys,
Don't get me
feel-
wrong.
Come
Listen,
on, man.
there's some
Talk your
guys.
truth.
no,
'cause
I know there's
some
the
guys-
domestic abuse. That's different. Like females can like abuse guys. Like honestly,
100%.
I've seen stuff
Because
like
there's
that.
guys
but
out there that
rape?
will kind of hold those morals where, like, I've never put a hand on a woman.
Yeah.
So now, how far can that woman take that?
Okay, but for her to like
I won't take that very far.
sit on
They'll
you.
take that very
But
far.
they can
Like,
use- But they can
Get
use
horny.
strap on, innit?
Get horny.
Stop.
Yeah.
Let me
Oh,
push
yeah.
your buttons.
Say.
Let me
Very
even
far.
put something in your drink and you get hard.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, bro.
You're telling me these things don't happen?
Some people even doing people in their sleep.
In this.
Yeah, man. I wasn't ready for this.
What's going on here? No,
No, I was
no.
looking at sloppy
I've seen
toppiness.
one. I've seen one. I don't
You
even want to
guys
get
are
graphic with this one. When I used to watch World Star,
Oh God.
doctor, you know these doctors when they go to the like they go to like they work in like disabled hospitals. and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Going hard, polishing. Guy disabled. You know what he was doing?
Oh,
She was getting
stop.
hard. Yeah. What do you want the guy to do? What do you want the guy to do?
That's
Jesus
disgusting.
Christ.
Imagine that. She was going mad, polishing, cleaning it
What,
up.
heading.
Nah, with the
No.
hands.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was polishing.
And the guy was just curling up.
Polishing with the glider.
The guy had to come out of screen, you know.
And the guy can't do nothing.
Man Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
We're not meant to be laughing at this.
No. We're not even laughing. We're not laughing. We're not laughing in spite.
Hey, yo.
We're not laughing in spite. We're not laughing in spite.
Hey.
Let's just make that clear.
That's a
But
good reason.
imagine, you don't know what to do.
That's someone that's in a vulnerable position though. Like
That's
that's
very
Yeah.
vulnerable.
That's-
So that's
Yeah.
someone that's in a vulnerable position, but
Yeah.
you're telling me that
Taken
doesn't
advantage
happen
of.
in real life.
Yeah, it's getting
There was
Knife
one.
to your
yeah.
neck?
There's a
Knife to your
case I
neck?
saw
Yeah,
actually.
bone
You
and
do
now.
something. You
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah,
It's gonna
bone
go
and
through your
now.
throat.
Yeah.
And the thing is with us guys, I'd hate to be in that position. So to be fair, I'm only speaking
You would
hypothetically.
probably get
But
turned
I'd
on,
like to
wouldn't you?
think that I would
Be like, bitch,
exactly.
what?
But imagine if you're still hard when there's a knife in your neck. It is what it is. They want to take the most
It's like
of
we
it.
move.
We're doing something.
Some man will say, yeah, can we also use that same thing on, see when you're being your boss? And the girl's like, yeah, man, let's go again. He's like, yo, boss, man, chill, man.
I'm good.
Yeah,
like the
man,
girl,
boss
like the
is
girl,
so going mad. No,
like
no,
with the whole
no,
Drake
no.
situation. When Drake put chili sauce in the thing, and the girl tried to put it back in the. And these are the
Chili
things.
sauce on what?
So basically,
He put chili
Drake
sauce
did
in a
it with
condom.
protection. Drake put chili sauce,
in the condom. In
and
the
the
bin.
girl
He
tried
put it in
to
the bin.
put
The girl
what was
tried to
left in
squeeze
there
out what was in the condom
in
and
her,
put it in her.
and she got burnt. So again,
And she
these
tried
are
to take
the
it to
lengths.
court. She tried to take it
She
to
tried to take it
court.
to court.
She tried
And
to
now
take
this
that
is what
to
I'm
court.
saying,
Like,
though.
put
No.
chili
She
sauce.
took that to
Drake-
court when you're the one that's trying.
Yeah,
No,
she did like Drake's put
No.
chili sauce in me. Like,
that's disgusting.
it's like, brother,
Yo, Drake
you went,
is a
you went in the
dangerous
bin.
nigga, blood.
Nah,
You
bro.
How
went
do you
in the
even
bin.
think like that? How do you think like that?
You gotta
Like,
think
that's-
smart, bro. You think
he's
about
a
it,
big
bro.
He's probably been caught
You
out
know
already,
it's
innit?
money,
Yeah.
the
He's
amount
been
of
caught
money,
out.
but this is the scary thing
But look
sometimes
at
when
he
you
left
put
it in
money.
there as well.
I don't blame
How
him.
long did you
But-
check how long with him?
You see? Smart niggas.
Listen, but when you realize what's at stake, because you got to remember, these guys can't go to a normal corner shop. So now again, but that's to be fair, that's a whole nother case because we're talking more so people, and I hate to say it on our level because obviously we aspire to be on that level, not necessarily in terms of fame, but
Yeah.
financially and so on and so forth. We
course.
could do for our family. But then again, even in that kind of situation where like the Tinder swindler,
Simon Levive.
you got people that will literally what you're telling me
Love
someone
it.
want to hold man down and try to do something.
Yo, women.
I love
see
you.
some of them women.
Everything's
yeah,
gonna be
they
good.
take
Now that he's gone
accountability.
legit.
Some of them will listen. Let's stop there. You see that in that Twitter swindler. Do you
I
think that
never
some of
watched
them
it
women, some of
fully.
them women
You
need
never
to take
watched that?
accountability as well.
But if
Bro,
they
them women
um,
definitely need to
they
take
need to take
accountability.
accountability, man. It wasn't all him. It
Okay,
wasn't
but
all
if you're
him, bro.
presenting
It wasn't
yourself,
him.
if
A
you're
man
presenting
is telling you,
yourself,
I love
Because if
you.
we were to
Everything's
flip
gonna
the
be
but you're
okay.
presenting yourself in a certain way. You're taking me out on dates in a private jet.
No
Of
one
course
told
I'm
you to
gonna
go max
vote.
out your credit card,
Why are you
man.
gonna say
Oh,
yes?
that
told
I
you to
would
go
No
not.
one's
Yeah,
told you
yeah,
to go
yeah.
and take out American
Yeah,
Express
yeah,
and
yeah.
max out your thing.
Forget the credit card. Forget the credit
Wow.
card. Why would you still say yes to a guy taking you on a private jet if you don't know
Did
the
you
guy?
say why would you say yes to him?
Yeah, why would you say yes
Yeah.
to? You don't know the guy.
You don't know him from
You don't know
Adam.
him.
But
You
you're
don't know
going
that.
on a date, bro. If someone says to me, I'm taking you on a date, let's go somewhere.
You can
But
say
you
no.
don't know him. You could say no. I don't
You
want to
can
go
say
on a
no.
private jet. Let's meet at
Stop
Nando's.
it. If
Let's
some
go to
girl
Nando's.
It's
said
facts.
to you,
Let's
yo,
go.
we're
I say
flying
no.
to
You still,
Paris
that's
for
I
still
say
a
no.
choice. It's still
I
a
say no.
choice that you're not taking
I
up.
can still say no.
No,
It's still a
accountability.
choice that you're not taking
Okay,
up.
but it's not even about you're going on there, but he's
Accountability.
presenting himself in a way where it's like, right, okay, I'm set, I've got this and I've got that. It's not that you've said
It's
yes or
still
no
a
to the
choice.
You can still
date.
say
Go on
no.
a private
You can
jet.
still say
It's
no.
still a
Whether you
choice.
say yes or no, but you're presenting yourself in a way where it's to be like, okay, yeah, I'm set, I'm good, I've got this.
Okay.
So you're thinking, all right, he's good for it.
Okay.
Have you
If you-
seen
if I've
that?
met- if I've
you
met
seen-
you in
have
this-
you
if
seen
I've
that
met you
clip
in this
choice,
light-
you take that choice.
where that
It's
girl-
You made that choice.
Have you seen where that clip where that girl goes, "Oh, you flew me out, and the guy's like, "Yo, listen, I flew you out,
That's
and you're trying to give me
different.
no puss."
That's mad.
Yeah.
Like, and the girl's like, "No, I don't have to give you that. Or just make sure you
No.
fly me
It
back."
gets
I'm
to
like,
Yeah,
that.
that's different.
"Fly you back?
It gets
You
to
know
that.
what?"
Out here and getting what you
I
think
don't
nothing
even
comes
wanna
from
bring
free
it
these
up.
days.
I don't even want to
Make
bring
sure
it up.
you fly me
I don't even
back.
want to bring it up.
No
with the
puss.
Dubai party, whatever. I don't even want to bring that up, but it gets like that. You're telling me I'm spending X, Y, Z, and you're not
I'm
giving
just
off
here to eat
nothing.
food.
You expect me just to fly you
Yeah.
out? But
No,
don't
that's-
get me
that's
wrong.
different.
There is the other side as well. Like I actually saw, funny enough, we're talking about this conversation. I actually saw a post today where the girl was filming in a hotel, be like, when the guy flies you out and he doesn't turn up. There's guys that do that. But I'm sure for the other posts that we don't see, a guy comes around, and this is what they don't want to show.
Yeah.
So again, it's all about perspective. Is what they
100%.
can show to
It
people,
is.
which is why nowadays social media
This is what I was saying.
it's a playground. It's a metaverse. It's a metaverse in its own way to show people like this is like the pinnacle of what
Yeah.
you can achieve or to what someone's happiness is.
But that's the problem.
It's a
like,
measurement. It's a
not
measurement of
real.
happiness, and it's never really a measurement about what like people that have been in the gut are going through. Because you rarely see that. You always
They're not
like
going to
to
show
see-
that.
No, but but even still, even if they do or don't, the algorithm is not going to show you that.
No.
The algorithm is going to show you the worst things in the world, unless you go out searching. They're not going to really show you the
Okay.
bad things and what's going on in this world. So again, it's just like a whole deception of what life can really be about. So it's just even more scary that with what we're talking about, we also have to remember that there's influence, and that influence will come from social media, bro. So no matter what we've spoken about today, social media is a big part of all of that, bro.
100%, bro. 100%. I agree. It's mad, bro. It's crazy, bro. it's mad, bro. Like the era that we're in. It's just, I don't know, man.
Bro, do you know what it is as well? I'm thinking, seeing social media, yeah, what I've noticed, yeah, a lot of girls will chat, say, yeah, man, don't let a man do this or this, or doing it. But brother, bro, I've barebacked you. Oh, I've done this. Come on, bro, we know you in the streets. And you all coming and chatting rubbish too. Bro, bare people are chatting shit, bro.
Yeah,
on
no, it's
social
very
media.
true though. It's
Bare
very true.
people are chatting
It's very
shit.
true.
Hey, spam a Jake Gillespie, don't say that.
Come on, bro. Girls will be giving big essays. Yo, this. It's
It's
like,
very true what you're saying.
come on.
Is that Andrew when he says that? Yes, fire emoji. It's all that gang, bro. That's
Bro.
probably the most toxic gang
That's the top.
or that kind of
that's the
crowd you can be
most
around.
Toxic,
If you're
bro.
only around people that boast you when you're going through good stuff, get away from them, man. Get away from them. And some people looking at me, what? Bro, the realest thing I ever heard from funny enough, it was, what's his name, man? The Wayne brothers. The main one, the one that did Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah.
He was saying,
Marlon.
Marlon Wayans, thank you. He was saying, bro, the way I talk to my boys, I told him, listen, I don't want to be around you when you're at your best. I want to be around you when you're at your worst. Because that to me really sets the how much I love you. Like, I wouldn't be around when you're at your worst. Because it's easy to be around someone at their
Yeah,
best.
when they're best, yeah. 100%.
Easy.
Mm.
But some people don't want to go through that, bro. Some people don't want to see you depressed because they're not depressed. Oh my God, wow, glad you're acting like that.
Straight in the
Ah.
vibe.
You're going through what?
Yeah,
Allow that. I'm in a
straight
good
vibe.
place. Now imagine how that will make you feel. But some people are made to feel like shit. I need to forget what I'm going through and catch up to where they are and disregard everything that they've gone through. And it's toxic, bro. So with that whole situation there, you have to be very careful in who you're around because who you're around is like the saying, you're the average of your 5 friends. Who you're around really sets the standard of how your mentality is moving forward and how you look at things. If you're on dickhead stuff, you look around your friends, guess what? They're going to be on the same thing.
Gonna
If
be
you're
the
an
sixth
addict,
dickhead.
look around your friends, guess what?
Sixth
They're on the
addict.
same thing. So you have to really you have to be careful. And unfortunately nowadays, this whole Me Too, and I'm not saying that it's a bad or I'm not trying to put in a negative light, but people need to understand the pros and cons that come with really trying to advocate for certain movements, body positivity, Me Too, feminism, and so on and so forth. Even with guys like masculinity and so on and so forth. Like we have to really understand the pros and cons that come with that and highlight them.
People even
we
take,
don't.
I feel like even with that, people take on like battles that are not even theirs. Like people are taking on battles on traumas
BLM.
or like
BLM is the biggest one. When all of a sudden, and I don't want to say white people as if I'm trying to speak generically, but there were white people that are out there that are trying to be like, I apologize for white people. As if you're the spokesman. But then on the same time, you will get people that will jump on the BLM wave as if you weren't locking down some guy or locking off someone that was also of the same colour as you.
or
not supporting a friend.
or even-
you would happily go to H&M when H&M have blatantly come out and said, I don't want black people wearing that stuff, they still wear that stuff.
Or even on
And
a
you don't
mi-
want to support your friend.
Even on a minor level, yeah, when a black guy or a black man, whatever, or a black woman cuts you off on the road, yeah, when you're driving, oh look, you fucking nigger, you black cunt. Come on, man. But now you're saying BLM.
Yeah, but my friend, my son's half. My son's friends of a friend. When they start all of a sudden going to ancestry.com, I'm like 3/4 black, mate. You know, my grandma's grandma.
But even away from the race thing, even like body positivity, body positivity,
Yeah,
like
man,
what you
come
saying,
on,
like people will be like, "Bro, I don't want to be fat," but then it's like, they when they see a fat friend, oh no, she's not fat. She's
Big
like,
boned.
oh,
What
she's
are you
like,
talking about?
bro, she's
Also,
fat, bro.
oh, that's
What
thank
are
you.
you
You led
talking
me
about?
to something, yeah. I've always said, yeah, like women are not honest to their other female friends.
Bro, but you get the other way,
You-
bro. You
No,
get the
I
other
ain't gonna lie.
way.
No, I ain't gonna lie. No. Do you know what? I
Bro.
disagree.
Not gonna lie,
Especially-
men are
I think-
honest.
honest,
No, no.
honest. 'Cause you know what it is?
But
It's
you know
so-
why I say that?
Yeah.
Bro. Lil baby, the baby, chi baby, white baby,
All the babies.
black baby,
Too much
yellow
damn
baby,
babies.
2 baby, 3 baby. All these babies, bro. Man are still backing each other, talking the most nonsense. Came with a thing, want to buy the thing. I heard today there's a guy called M24. M24? He's a rapper, UK rapper. Or M24. Come on, man. Scotty, if you ever named yourself, and I'm like, what's
You want
going
this
on
guy to
here?
find you.
Come on.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yo. You're that guy.
Nah,
innit?
what you're saying.
That guy.
No, but
Why
I'm
you
just
give-
in my
why you
mind.
give me your big man. Let's
In
have
my
a chat,
mind,
let's
no,
have a
but
chat,
in my
big
mind,
man.
I'm just thinking in my head, okay, cool. If I feel like you're talented, you're gonna do something, and you want to name yourself a name that I feel like, bro, you're telling me there was nothing else that came to mind. I want to ask you, bro.
What M24?
I want to ask you, bro. If there's something okay
I don't
related
know.
to it,
He might have a deeper meaning for that.
then
You never
fair enough.
know.
I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah.
But in my mind, straight away, off face value, the hell's M24, bro?
Yeah, but
But certain man
No,
will
because
literally
you
just
know-
name themselves, but because he's getting the fame, man will ride on that wave,
Nah,
bro.
it's because, bro, compared to we're big men here. You see the youngers?
Yeah,
Man
yeah,
will
They
ride on
love
that
that,
That's
wave,
the
bro.
thing.
They
But
love
that's what I'm
that.
saying
It's
to you.
different.
There's no substance. There's no substance in
There
stuff,
could
bro.
be though. There could
There
be.
could be.
but
But
we
for as
don't
long as I
know.
don't know,
Yeah.
I'm happy to sit here and say, bro, I've got an ignorant mind to think, bro, what the hell's
What is
M24,
this?
bro?
Mm.
And I'm happy to sit down with man and say,
There's
okay,
a few
cool, why you
names
call
like
yourself
that,
M24?
though. Like
And we
even
go from there.
NERD.
Who?
NERD.
Mm.
Like
Nah.
before we knew it was no one ever really died. We didn't know that. It was just
Yeah.
nerd.
I just found out now.
Yeah, it was just like it was just like
I
NERD.
just
What
found that out now.
I
nerd?
just thought it was
Like
Imagine that.
It's
But
no one ever really dies.
But look at the substance in that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the substance of that.
but
when you
before we
think
knew
about- 'cause
that,
when you think
before we
about-
knew that though, it was just nerd. It was just
Nerd,
NERD.
NERD.
But now
like,
when you think about
what
it,
is
no one
that?
ever, what was it? No one
No one
ever
ever
No one
really
ever really
dies.
dies.
Hey, imagine you think of a nerd. Them man are smart. Them man live longer. They got knowledge. They could pass that on. Albert Einstein, all these smart man. What's his name? The Tesla. Not Tesla. What's his name?
Elon Musk.
Nikolov. The guy that invented electricity. Bro, these men don't die because these men are still living a legacy, bro. Martin Luther King. So again, it's substance to that.
Jeez,
It makes
You took
sense.
it to the next sport. I didn't even
Bro,
get there.
I'll
but you took
take
there.
it there because it
Bro,
makes
you took
sense.
There, you took it.
It
there.
makes sense.
You took it there.
You see what I mean?
feel
If
you.
you're telling me man's called H, and you're telling me the starting of the word hasn't got H in it,
You know what? That's hard.
what are we doing, bro? No,
Oh
man.
my
See, I'm an old man when it comes to
Yeah,
these things.
he
I look
might
at
want to
like
be called
H,
H.
but over A.
He might want to be called H, but then it's like, what's the next best thing? H.
H.
See me, bro? I'm ignorant, bro. I look at that stuff and feel what the hell's going on.
'Cause it's like
but this
Twitter.
is where I have that old man. I say I have an old man mentality, but I like to provoke someone's thoughts to be like, bruv, I'm not going what you're talking about.
Yeah.
To allow you to elaborate further.
Yeah.
So then I can at least sit there and think, fair enough.
It's good though,
Okay.
because bro, a lot of people share the same perspective that you have, bro. And people would think, bro, the same thing what you're saying. People think the same thing, but I would see it like, because I think that same way of like, okay, obviously social media things like this, bro. You go on social media, you try and put H, bro. That's taken already.
That's
What's the
another
next
thing.
best thing,
Good
bro?
point. Good point.
Yeah.
You've
Nah,
got to
you know
think,
what? I
bro.
didn't even think about that.
I've got to make something now that's like different, but I
Yeah.
still want the
Yeah.
name H. So H, I guess, next best thing.
I hear that. And it could be as simple as that, you know.
Could be.
It could be as simple as
Could
that.
be.
It could be as simple as that. It could be
Could
as
be.
simple as that.
Could be.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
I got some questions. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
That's I don't know. I said Sound to Sound before. I don't know. He said he wasn't really a big fan, but
No.
you know, I'm gonna give you another chance again. You can step in this one again, but I know you guys haven't heard this. Yeah. All right. So let me give context as well. So these questions came from a friend that basically was starting to date, doing this. I think it's Hinge. She started to go on like first dates of Hinge kind of thing. She's changed her age range to think, because I'm not gonna Hinge, bro. If you don't do the settings right as a girl, you will start getting like a lot of Harrys, a lot of Twans, a lot of just any guys basically. Yeah. So she's changed her settings and that, and she's got some interesting. Like she found a guy. She's gone on this date with this guy, and he's asked a few interesting questions. One of them, when she was telling me the story, I was like, "Oh shit, this is a good question."
So this is what the guy asked her.
This is what the guy asked her, and I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think. So, it was what is something you're insecure about that hurts the people around you?
Ask that question again, sorry.
What is something you are insecure about that hurts the people around you?
Sorry. You're gonna say that question one more time. What is it? Sorry.
What is something that you're insecure about that hurts the people around you?
Damn.
It's hard.
You know what?
Wait,
No.
wait,
You know what? I'm gonna put it like this, because for me, I don't feel insecure around my friends, so I find that would be more relative if I'd feel a type of way, if I'd felt like I can't approach someone that's close to me or in my circle about a certain thing. Now, if I was to play devil's advocate and entertain that question, then rather than actually saying what I'm insecure about, I'd be more concerned about who I'm with, to kind of question why can't I feel like I'm open enough to talk to my friends about an insecurity, rather than what is the insecurity that I can't talk about my friends about, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I've been very fortunate enough, and I say fortunate because I still feel like people need to share emotions with people that they're close to, because that would actually make them kind of like, you know, the whole corny saying where people say like, you know, they're receiving their roses while they're alive. I feel like everyone, I don't want to say deserves to go through that, but if you're definitely going through a tough time, there's nothing better than to know the support you have while you're alive, rather than it turn into a situation where you pass and then all of a sudden you get XYZ popping out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Like, where was you when I was here?
Exactly. So for me, it'll be more of a question to who's around me to make me feel insecure that I can't open up.
I think it was more the angle. I think when she said it, the reply she gave it, I think she meant more of the angle of kind of like, what is it personally that you're insecure about that could possibly hurt the people around you? So if it's something like maybe
Drinking, smoking.
something like that, because obviously people
how
that
they
care
are.
about you could probably think, oh,
Or
your
weight
health,
wise.
or weight wise, it can hurt even if if you're insecure about your weight, but you're maybe a parent, you're feeding your kids in the same way, it's harming their health maybe. Things like that. I think it's more so things like that.
I'll look more towards I'll say, instead of insecure, I'll probably put like what I don't know, like say bad trait.
Bad habits.
Habit or something. So for example, like myself, I know I'm stubborn. So in a relationship capacity with obviously a female, then then that could hinder. And that also, so that could hinder a relationship because I'm being stubborn. Maybe you don't want to listen to what the other person wants to say, and so on. So that could be a bad trait. Do you know what I mean? So that's one of the things I always say is more trait rather than insecure. I don't, because there's nothing really I think of like. where I say
maybe
I'm
insecure is not the right word.
insecure.
No.
Some people are insecure
could
about
definitely
something.
be
Some
it.
people
Yeah, of
personally,
course,
I'm
because
not-
everyone has
even to what you're
insecurities.
saying in regards to a trait, that trait can still, someone can still perceive that trait as an insecurity. Like you just said, like you being stubborn, that could be someone's insecurity because someone's not willing enough to realize the truth within how they act. You know, so that can
100%.
still be insecurity.
Yeah, true.
So-
but you know, I don't look at it insecure. I just look at it as like it's a bad
that's
trait.
who you are.
Oh,
That's who
okay.
you are, and you know that sometimes can be
Yeah,
detrimental.
yeah.
But that's the difference between it being a bad trait and insecurity. Where in insecurity, you'd be embarrassed
Yeah,
to admit
exactly,
that
yeah.
you're stubborn.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So, I guess to put, I guess be more optimistic to what I said before, like it would have to really touch you deep, because there's a lot of insecurities that man will probably say like for example today. So I was at my boys. My boy had like a little gathering between the groomsmen and the bridesmaids, which is where I was before I came here, and we had to do like a little thing where basically in the pairs that we're with for when so when my boy and his fiance, obviously at the time they're gonna be husband and wife, when they walk out and we come out afterwards and blah blah blah, to get to know each other, we have to do like certain, I don't know, drills or exercises, I guess, to basically like get to know each other and like say 3 facts and blah blah blah. So one of the things that certain people kind of like had little debates about was where they said XYZ's an introvert, and everyone's like, bruv, you're joking, you're an extrovert. But then the person was like, if you put me in a situation where I'm around people I don't know,
Then you can
would-
see that side.
you would see that
100%.
side of me, you know what I mean? So again, like relating back to your question, it could be down to a thing where that person may be in a situation where they might be around people that they don't know, to then have that insecurity.
But then
Insecurities.
I was asking you guys as a personal, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what is personally your insecurity?
It's hard to say, bro, because I'm fortunate, and that might be an insecurity in itself, to kind of say that like I might be ignorant to tell everyone that I don't know, or people that I don't know, what my insecurities are. But I'm in a very fortunate situation to know that I can still open up to my boys, you know what I mean, and females for that matter as well. For people that, as long as I know they're close with me, and we've established a relationship where I know they won't take advantage of me, I've not necessarily been in that position to feel like I'm holding something back. You know what I mean? So again, it kind of goes down to what I was saying before, is who you're around to be able to express that. But again, I'm sure there'll be many things that people will kind of feel like, no matter what, like, yeah, cool, he's my boy. But if I tell him that, you know, I'm a bit emotional, it might be, no, he might look at me in a certain way. And I just feel like, again, like, if you're in that position, it's almost like I'm giving advice as opposed to talking about personal experience.
This is why I said personally, because it's like
It's hard.
you've made
Because
it
again, I'm
personal.
fortunate, bro. I can sit here and tell people, like, no banter,
easy.
jokes aside, I'm fortunate. Like, I've been in situations where man shed tears in front of my boys, and they'd still open arms around me. You know
But
what I
still,
mean?
because you're looking at it from that angle, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
we're not perfect. None of us are.
No, of
perfect,
course,
bro.
bro. But
So
again, like,
what's
there's-
your personal insecurities then that affects people around
A personal
you?
insecurity of mine is not knowing where we're going next or where I'm going next. Like not knowing, not having sense of direction of like where things are going. And it can come across quite annoying, like to people around me, kind of thing. When I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what's this? Like, but what's the next step? Like, what's this? And I'm one of them people that's always like, no, but have you got this in play? And someone might think, bro, I haven't even, bro, it's just an idea, or it's not. And I'm questioning about the other things to know the direction, because I'm someone that likes to know where is this going, like where is the direction. But it's like, I don't know, it could become it could be an insecurity, because some people's approach is way more freer. Some people don't really care about it. Some people
No, they
will
don't.
go
No,
into
they
certain
They
things,
don't.
certain situations, and they don't really kind of care, and they let things blossom how they blossom. But for me, I like to know. Like, I really like to know, and it could be, yes, it could hinder a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It could hinder a lot of stuff because I'm always trying to know, like, oh, okay, where's this? Where's that gonna go? Like, it could be unhealthy. That's my personal. That's
You know
one.
what? And you know what?
Mm.
We do the jazz hands for opening up to that
Yeah.
because really and truly, that's a big thing there,
Yeah.
there in itself.
Yeah. That's one.
I'm
That's-
even
it's
trying to
it's
now
even
think
hindered-
since you opened up the discussion. I'm even trying to think as well, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call it, but I wouldn't really call it in an insecure. I don't know. You guys, I guess you can tell me if it's insecurity, but I guess it's just kind of elaborating on what you said, but more so from a place where does your ambitions align, or do you feel like you've got the same confidence to elevate yourself in the same place where I want to elevate myself? So is that more so for me? So the insecurity there will be more so like, I don't want to say trust, but it's the conviction of people around me to know, okay, cool, we're gonna get to where we actually been talking about all this time. So sometimes if I'm to express that to someone, would they feel a type of way to be like, wow, but you're on that journey already? Like, what, you don't think I'm on that as well? Or you don't think
What do
I'm
you
doing
mean?
my
What do you
thing
mean?
and
As in terms of like the people
Almost like
around you?
yeah, but almost
Or-
because that's what the question is all about, right? To
Okay.
basically have an insecurity about people that you're currently around.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I guess it would just be more, an insecurity would be almost like a doubt within people that are
Of
around
them.
me. Yeah.
A doubt of them to basically be like on the same kind of
On the
journey
sa- yeah,
as
on the
you,
same
or the
journey
same
where we're
kind of.
looking to go to. Yeah, like
Okay,
in the
yeah.
next 2, 3, 4. Because the way I have epiphanies,
Mm.
like, are we all having the same epiphanies? Are we all having the same aspirations?
Mm.
Like, and not to say like us doing podcasts here is going to be the end all be all, or to say that if we do podcasts in Dubai, it's a step forward. No, but it's still an experience of some sort of elevation. So where we're all in a place where we can go to Dubai and have the podcast. You know what I mean? So it's just little things like that where I guess maybe
So like an insecurity of if you've got the right people around you, kind of thing.
or
if
if the people
you
around me are the right
thinking.
yeah the same way yeah
Okay.
yeah I guess to some extent, yeah,
Okay. How is that hurtful though? How is it hurtful?
because
for
that
them?
person may not feel like they've not shown that, or they're not in that same light. Like, what are you talking about? I'm only around you because of that situation. You know what I mean? Because someone could feel a type of way. Because really and truly, it's all well and good that you're talking about it, but actually doing it, it's a whole different story. You know?
You know what's so funny about that? Glody, no names mentioned,
Oh yeah, I knew.
but we both know someone
I knew it.
who we thought, oh, and they've got a totally different approach compared to how I reckon you share the same approach as me and Glody, like to certain things. Like you like to attack things with a certain intensity. Like it's not too, you don't leave things too freely, kind of thing. You're kind of intense, like
Straight
with
to the point.
yeah. But as I said, other people have got different approaches. People are more freer about things, and me and Glody at one point was worried about this person, and this person's in the crew of ours, like he's part of the team, and like at one point we was thinking he's not pushing himself enough, like he's not like, and we was getting worried to the point where it was like, this person's not we know this person's potential,
Huge potential.
and we felt like the approach that he's taken is almost like doing himself a disservice for other people, even how they look at him reputation wise, because they could just look at like, this person's not really on nothing, and then it's like the respect starts to go.
Oh, they're not serious. Or
And
whatnot.
then I think though now, because things have started to change,
Yeah, yeah.
like, and obviously
But
started.
still though, yeah, things are definitely starting to change. But however, still though, it's like you see us, man. Yeah, the reason why we do what we do and how we actually connect, and like obviously we're able to come to a similar thought process because we're one of those people. If we're in a certain situation, we're like, okay, cool. I'm in this situation. It's not the best situation, but I need to get out of this situation. This person will just look in one way, like they just want to do it in this way. Rather than also we'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, just to get out of this situation. Or that person don't want to get out of that situation. They want to get out in their way,
particular
in this
way.
particular way. But that way there, it's not a way where it's like, brother, like for what you're trying to do, one, you're not even moving like that, and two, it requires for you to start doing certain extra things when you could easily, there's opportunities around you that you just don't want to take them.
It's almost like they're trying to get out of it too smoothly.
Yeah.
Like I have a Frank Sinatra kind of way of like, hey, I'm the one that escaped kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like, you don't want to do the hustle and raw bustle. Like, you've got a situation that you can escape. You've got these options, which some of them, a lot of them, is the options are not smooth, but they will solve the situation kind of thing.
I took them options and I came out of it. And I am the way I am now. But however, for them, they want to go that other option because they worry too much of like some sort of reputation. But what they're forgetting is this reputation that they think they have, they don't have it anymore, or they're losing it.
Okay.
They're losing it because you know what? Yeah, after a while, unfortunately, everyone sees everything.
Yeah, but you know what? Things like that sometimes it's.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone sees every. If people can see like, okay, cool. You know what? You're not really what you say you are.
But this is where it's like playing devil's advocate. Sometimes it's. Man, it's. So like I'm in a current situation where the person who I'm currently not talking to, for why they're acting the way they are, justifies their actions. Who am I now to tell them that is wrong? If for their mind, it feels like they're right in their situation. Now,
Okay.
if that takes us to a place where we can then, sorry, not coincide. No, coincide is the wrong word. What's the word I'm looking for? If it takes us to a place where we can now get together and move forward, really and truly, would I still be in spite of that person having that reason that justified their actions back then to still, not necessarily haunt me, but to still cloud my judgment of that person now? Doesn't matter. Now, that person can still think for what I'm doing, like Wenger. And I'm sorry to go back to football because some people may not know what I'm talking about. But basically, I'm an Arsenal fan. And we had a manager that was incredibly ignorant to think he can win the league with the current crop of players that he had because he had faith in their talent. And it cost him at the end of the day because it didn't work out. But let's say in an ideal world of this person's world, not necessarily the real world, but in this person's world, if he had gone out and won the league with the players that he had at that time, bro, we're not talking about this conversation.
The conversation's eradicated. It's very
So
true.
this is the situation that person might be in.
But
It
there's
might
one
be in
key-
where it's like, I'm being
But
the
there's
way
one-
I am because
but
I
there- but
know
there's
this is
one
going to
key
work.
thing- but there's one key thing in. There's actually a couple of key things in it.
Yeah.
In that situation of Arsene Wenger, at least he was trying to make moves.
Bro,
To
was
do,
he?
hold on,
Was
no,
he,
but at
bro?
least no, but come on, bro. Even though
Was he?
but even though he's buying these type of players, whatever, he's trying to make moves, and
Was
but this
He's
person,
Xhaka. He brought Granit Xhaka. And this guy's still playing to this day. But anyway, that's another podcast.
this person, is no like one thing is the one thing I say, me and Andrew also all the time. I hate people who complain, bro.
Okay.
As it's a person who's complaining about certain things, but
And they're still not doing that.
Just
yeah,
do
but it's
something
like
about
your way
it.
that you're trying to do things, it's not
Yeah.
working.
Yeah,
but you're still
yeah.
complaining.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're still complaining.
But
like,
this is where, again,
then
it
it's
goes
like
back
you're-
to what I was saying before because I'm using Wenger as an example. But again, like, he was that adamant that no matter what was coming my way, the way I'm thinking is going to work. And that level of conviction,
But that
unfortunately,
person's
sometimes
not, that person's not
people
thinking
can't
like that,
penetrate,
though.
bro.
This is not about this is not about
The conviction
the
of what
conviction of what that person is basically just moaning, complaining, and then it's like,
But you know what?
and it's like they
Sometimes
start, and it's like you're not even trying to even make like, I would understand if this is your thought process and you're trying to like achieve this thought process. Like you're trying to work your way, even though may not be successful, but at least you're trying.
Bro,
Hold on. At least
yeah.
you're trying. This person's not even trying.
bro.
You know what? I get what you're saying, but I also what you're saying, I feel like there's
Because there
there's
would
that
have
side.
to be an example for them
Yeah.
that makes them so convinced that what they're doing will work.
Bro, the only reason why
It's
the,
almost
what-
like
100%.
flying, for
the
example.
only reason why they will do his work is because there is so many things. There's so many things around them that once one thing pops,
It works.
no, but it's not gonna pop because of them. It just
It pops.
it pops. But,
But that's
I'm saying,
enough
but
of a
they're not even the
connection
main,
for
but they're not even the main person of what it
100%.
pops.
Driving
But they're like,
force,
Bro,
they're just
I
riding
can
the pop.
I can believe in flying because I've seen it in Marvel films. No one's gonna tell me any different. For as long as there's Marvel films that still show men that are flying, I think I can fly, bro.
Yeah, but as soon as the day you fly, did you fly because you was on a plane, or did you fly or out of your own will?
Bro, I'm still gonna think I flew.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying to you. This is why the
But
person.
sometimes, some people
So-
can really think that way. Now, with that being said, are you gonna still get onto that person if they fly, regardless of how?
So
they
are
do
you
things?
basically
But-
saying
but
this person
this is
has
the thing.
insecurities without realizing that is affecting you because you can see their potential?
No, this person.
Because the whole thing was what insecurities are
So
affecting people around you. So
the reason, because I stemmed off of what Luther said before, because we asked the question originally, but then Luther said something, and then it kind of got into that kind of topic because it was like, we've had this combo, bloody, we've had this
Blame
combo,
those.
and I think I've even probably tried to have this combo with this person as well.
But it's a
But
sticky one.
it is definitely a sticky one. It's just like
Because it's like if you have this convo potentially,
and it's a way of thinking as well, because it's like we said, someone could be so tunnel visioned that they have this way that they believe.
yes, Andrew.
It's not indirect.
Bro,
like,
sometimes.
but do you really think it's a, I don't know, is a thought process or is a laziness?
it could be.
Yeah,
There could be
comes
elements
down-
of. There could be elements.
Could
of
be their own
laziness of both.
insecurities as
Yeah.
well.
Because
Yeah,
to me,
it's both.
because those, to me, it's like
I
okay,
see elements like what you're saying. I saw elements of laziness, but then it could be because we saw the can open, bro, and we was like, bro, the can's open. Let's get another. Like you should like try and, but there could be elements for why that laziness is that way and the approach why they've taken that approach.
Yeah, but do you know what makes it annoying is because it's like you're complaining.
Yeah. This is the
This
thing.
is why
That's
this
what
is,
makes
this
it
is why I
annoying.
find it very
Yeah.
hard for me to understand someone's point of view when it's like, yo, brother, like
Just do something about it.
yeah, like you're
Yeah,
complaining, like
yeah.
even
Yeah.
do anything.
But that's why I say
even
what I
do
was saying before, bro.
Even just do anything, like at least like you said about flying, yeah. If you're like if you're trying to fly and you don't succeed in flying, at least I can rate you try to fly.
Yeah.
Rather
The
than
person
you moaning
not
like,
even
oh, I
trying
can't
to fly.
fly, yeah, I can't. why
Without
can't
even
I
trying.
I hear
Do
you,
know what I mean?
okay. But this is
why it
what I
makes
was
it
saying
difficult
back
for me
to before.
understand it.
That person might be in, I don't want to say a rabbit hole, but might be in a place where they really think that what they're doing now justifies why they're acting, and some people find seldom in that. I was having a conversation with my Uber driver before I even got to you lot, and we were literally talking about how the pandemic has really changed people's mentalities, bro.
100%.
Some people are happy to be in lockdown, bro.
Yeah.
Some people are happy to
They
be in
wanna be
lockdown
in their
because it
own
means that
space,
it
in their
doesn't
house.
force them to actually
Yeah.
to show a character that they're not confident in, bro.
Mm.
So some people would justify that in being like, brother, I'm happy to stay indoors. Working
Yeah.
from home, perfect. I don't
Yep.
need to mingle with this guy no more. I don't need to see this person no more. I need to go out for clients no more, whatever that might be. So you got to understand that sometimes as well, bro, for how someone is, and it's hard because I can imagine you lot are talking from a place where this person's obviously, it means a lot to you lot. So you're still trying to compromise in a way where you're making it kind of beneficial for the person as you are for yourself, because you can only see, let me say this again. You can only want the best for that person as much as you want for yourself, 100%. But again, you have to really understand or try to get that person to at least open up to why they are what they're thinking, bro. Because really and truly, that's the only way you're going to move forward.
But I feel you, but you know what's so mad about this? if we bring up this conversation to the person,
Right,
I
then they
personally
have
feel
to-
like
You know what? They have to
the
hear it.
team-
Because
the
for me,
team-
bro,
the
if they
team
know
might be-
you, they know me, innit? And if we all know each other,
Oh, God.
we can all come from a place where we can sit down and have that conversation, bro. Because we're not gonna try and have
Woo,
a.
that's a big boy conversation.
No, but we're not. No, but we're not having that conversation.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know why this
Yeah.
conversation?
I'm not having a conversation with you to get onto.
No,
bro.
hold on. But you know why this conversation is also a bit peaky? It's because like.
No, we're not having a conversation
you see,
to get onto
with,
people.
you see with individual mandem, yeah, you all know how you guys take information. Like you, man, like you and Andrew can tell me anything about me. Like, I didn't like the way you did this. I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm willing to take that information of people criticizing me, knowing well, because these are my brothers. So, well, like me, if someone's family to me and they're criticizing me, and I know this is a genuine person, I don't take it as bad thing.
Insult
I take
or
it more of like,
whatever.
I need to
Yeah.
actually listen to this. Do you know what I mean? But in this person, they'll take it like, they wouldn't come across that way. They'll take it like,
You're coming at me.
yeah,
like, why
yeah,
you-
yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it's like, and they don't want to
More
take it,
an
they look at it
emotional
more as
way.
excuses, and all of a sudden, it's changing the whole dynamic of everything when it doesn't. Where it doesn't need to be.
Have you
like that.
tried though? How do you know that's how they're gonna perceive it?
Because you talk to this person. When you talk to this person, you know their faults. You talk to them deep, you know their faults, you know this, you know that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know how they are when they take certain information. You even know where they are when you're debating. It's like, ooh, when you debate, you like to take things like this also. You know, when you know, you know.
You know what? This is where
Yeah.
sometimes, bro, we have to all come out of our comfort zone. And you never know until you know, innit? So you have that conversation, go from there, bro. The same
Do you
way I
know
was
what I
saying
feel like,
before.
yeah? Me and Andrew, after this, yeah, we're going to tell you the person, and I feel like you need to start a conversation.
We have that talk. Because at the end of the day, listen.
I'm
if
not
we-
gonna lie.
Oh god.
Bro, we have to have that talk. Because at the end of the day, bro, like I said to you,
Mad.
and I said this on camera, bro. I've cried in front of you, man, bro. And I won't be able to do that unless I felt like I can.
Yeah.
Because you're a different nigga.
No, bro, but it's based on you, man. Bro, if I feel like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be in that emotional state, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Now that's a whole nother conversation to why. Then I have to sit there and tell you, man, why. Then you're gonna sit me and you're gonna look at me and be like, bruv, what made you think that way? And that, again, that opens up a whole nother can of worms. But you know what? It's best that we see the worms that are out there, so then we can scoop them up and put in the can. So now we know what worms are in that can, bro.
But it's so
But
hard.
people
it's
don't want to
so-
talk about that. People just want to see, oh, you know what? Open a can of worms. I couldn't care what kind of worms in there.
I feel you. Do you know what it is? Yeah, but you see with this
And that's this
person,
day and age,
you
bro.
just see
People don't
with
want to know what's in the can, bro.
I know
They
exactly.
need to find
but
out what's in that
but
can.
you see that person, yeah. Even if they know, they know what's in the can because we've
bro.
bro.
You know
me
what?
and Andrew have indirectly told them what's in the can.
Indirectly.
But I mean, no,
And that's the
indirectly
main
and
word.
indirectly and also directly as well. But in a way where they can digest
Nah,
it.
bun
Do you know what I
that.
mean? In a way
You know what?
that
Sometimes
Listen,
you have to
Nah,
provoke.
bun
that.
Listen, you know what? And I don't say no, because bro, I hate what you're saying. Don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna sit here and try to tell people, listen, feed them what they don't want to hear. Because at the end of the day, one of the biggest lessons I've been taught as well is that you want to give people information in a sandwich. You give them what they want to hear. Sorry, you give them what they don't want to hear. The burger, the main thing that's gonna make up that sandwich is what they want to hear, and then you finish off what they don't want to hear. So at least the main
Good,
part of the
bad,
sandwich,
good.
Gotta have
they
the
get what they're
package.
told, but they just get in a package that they're willing to accept. So I hear that. But at the same time, bro, if they want a BLT and it comes without the bacon, and they really want that bacon, bro, they got a BLT, bro. It is what it is.
But you see with this
still have
person-
to give them that
But
sandwich.
you know, you see this person.
Rather that than starve. Now you know if this person's really not willing to hear what they want to hear, it is what it is.
I
bro.
feel you, but you see this person, they want a BLT like you said, yeah. You give him a BLT and they'll still complain. Like, why
Bruv,
this BLT?
then
The
this is where
bacon
you
ain't
have to-
Why is
crispy
it-
enough.
Well, yeah, why is
the lettuce so soggy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But this is where
Enough
sometimes,
sauce,
bro.
man.
No,
You
I'm
know
Yes.
what? I feel like we're all in a place, and I don't even want to bring age to this situation because people can. This could be very subjective when we talk about age, but I feel like we all need to. I feel like being in a particular mind space, both mentally and physically, spiritually, without getting too philosophical, everyone can resonate with this. You have to be in a place where you know, okay, cool. These are the people who I'm willing to move forward with, and these are the people who I'm also putting on the back burner. But the door still needs to be open because you never know who wants to come through. Just like with quote unquote religion, bro, whether you're at the bottom of the barrel of being the worst of the worst, bro, God will still open the doors to you if you're willing to still, you know what I mean, make that step forward. So you have to still move like that, bro.
No, facts.
So we can have that conversation. I'm more than willing to. I'm intrigued now.
Yeah.
But-
Rufus, I want to know who it is.
But with that being said, like at the end of the day, like we can't sit here and try to look at this person in a negative
I
light
wanna
or
say-
whatever
Nah,
it
there's
might
no
be.
negative.
I wanna
look,
say
there's
this
no,
though, 'cause
there's no negative.
The way I've seen it is exactly what we just said, but then I've seen another side of like, there's no rules to this life thing, bro. No, there's no
Facts.
right or wrong.
There's no
Definitely
one-on-one.
not.
Yeah, there's
Like
no
you said,
one-on-one.
if someone gets to their end goal and they're successful in getting their way, their approach, that conversation of the criticism is irrelevant, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like they've got there anyway.
So in the
Yeah.
conversation with Chris, I'm just like,
And no matter how far they've
Yeah.
gone, bro, if they feel like they've got to where they need to get to, it is where it is. If that fulfills them, that fulfills them. So as long as we can move forward, we move
100%,
forward.
100%.
And I feel like this is where sometimes going back to even, not necessarily touching upon that particular subject, but going back to where we were talking about like men's, a male's perspective with regards to a female's perspective, whether it be with choosing a man or moving forward with a relationship, whatever. But this is where sometimes when we talk about what guys want is simple, kind of goes back to what we're talking about now. Really and truly, we just want the best for each other. That's it. Regardless of how that looks like, if you feel right now or this day and age you are where you need to be, cool.
Yeah.
I want to get to myself to XYZ, cool.
Yeah.
For as long as you don't look at me in a bad way, or you know, some people believe in the evil eye and so on and so forth, then hey,
We good. We
what,
good.
what was your other question, sir?
All right, so I got one more question.
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
is going, but
time is going indeed.
I'm
But the
gonna-
red light's still going. I don't know if it's
the red light's still going, but I've set a time on it, and I think we've got like 12 minutes left. or something.
even better.
All right, so the next question is, it's another kind of deep one, and it's another one inspired by the same girl that went into the not
This
Tinder.
motherfucker had a lot of questions, huh?
He had a few
Oh, what
questions, but I saved
what
two.
she was saying about the insecurities?
Yeah.
Yeah,
same
no, it's the
one.
same girl that basically got inspired from the guy she found. I forgot what dating app it was, but it's a dating app, but a
Okay.
really good one, and
Okay.
black one or whatever. But anyway, the question is, what's a belief about yourself that no longer serves you? Oh, what's a belief about yourself that you once had that no longer serves you? I think that's the best way to say it.
Good question. I believe. You know what? Family ain't family, man.
I was just about to say that.
Wait.
I was just about to say that.
bro. Family
I
ain't
was
family,
just about
bro.
to say that.
Family.
I was just
And when
about to
people
say
say like, you know, blood's thicker than water, blah, 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 and you know, like you can't choose your family and so on and so forth, bro, like, yeah, because that was something that opened my eyes a lot.
Like blood makes you related, it doesn't make you family.
And that saying there, you know, yeah, that I'd say that'll probably be one of them. You know, going through certain situations in my life, you know, made me really realize like who's there for me and who I thought would be there for me. You know, and without even trying to say who was there for me, who was not there for me, because really and truly, people will be there for you that you don't even know that well.
Yeah.
You know, which is a big testament to their character in itself. But really and truly, who you thought, I feel like it's like I remember a saying that Fabulous said in his tune, "When the money goes, will the honey stay?" And he said to Jay-Z, it's like it's not necessarily saying like it's not when the person knows you're looking at them, is when the person don't know you're looking at them, is when you get to really see the real character of that person. And going back to what we're talking about now, it's like the person you thought will still be there regardless, without knowing you're going through something bad. You know what I mean? And yeah, I learned unfortunately the very hard way that people who I thought would be there weren't there. You know what I mean? And
100%.
they unfortunately, I say unfortunately, more so fortunately rather, because obviously that opened my mind to realize that even when you knew, you're still openly admitting that you wouldn't be there. You know what I mean? So that was a big lesson for me. So I'll definitely say that, like, yeah, bro, like, as Sam said, man, just because your blood don't mean that you're family, you know what I mean? And that's probably one of the biggest things that I'll take out from that. Yeah. So that'd be my answer to that.
Proper. Proper.
I agree.
If you had to choose a different one, Glody, because I know you thought the same thing, but coming back to you, Sam, so think of your one.
It's tricky. I don't even know.
Belief you
hard.
once
That's
believed.
that's a real deep
Yeah,
question. You know? That's a
like-
real deep. 'Cause that's a question that many people don't think about. It's
You
like the whole
don't.
saying when people don't want to look at themselves in the mirror. Because people know the answer to that.
People know the answer, but then it's deep. It's
It's
like, do you want to
deep.
open that can of
They want
worms?
to open that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Because sometimes people don't want to talk. They don't want to have that conversation themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let alone with people.
Yeah, 100%. Because that's another one, like them insecurity again. It's like, do you really want to kind of put yourself in a vulnerable place? That's, you know, some people, they open a can of worms, they're not gotten fully over that kind of
Yeah,
worms. It's like,
100%.
I think mine's a bit in between. It's not fully like mine's. I always used to live by what will be will be. So to a certain extent, yeah. But it's like you also have to make shit happen. It's like if you're just here expecting shit to fall on your lap, like it's not.
It's funny
It's
'cause
just
I saw-
not gonna happen.
I saw a
innit?
conversation about that with the word manifesting, where people are like, if you think it will come
It
to
will come
fruition.
to-
But it's like there needs to be an
You need
element
to
of actually
physically and
actively doing it.
actively
Yeah,
do
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and I always used to live by that. Like, yo, what will be will be, and I still do to a certain extent because I feel like God has His plans for everyone. Like, you're put here for a reason.
100%. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just depending on which path you take. So
I
it's
think with that said, you should probably start approaching guys, you know.
Facts.
That's an action.
but what will be. He's gonna land on my lap. Like,
Going back to what we were talking about before. Yeah.
Yeah, we came back to it. See?
dang, my shit came and bit me on my ass.
Yeah.
Like,
That's full circle.
What about you? What about you? Enjoy.
Okay. What's a belief that I once had that no longer serves me? Okay. I could say this because, like I said about this person, I thought that their approach was, I thought it was wrong.
Okay.
But there is no right and wrong to life kind of thing. So for me, I've always looked at certain things like, oh, you need to go, you need to do this, you need to do that. When it's like, this is not the only way to get to the end goal. Like there's so many other branches kind of thing. So for me now, I've got a more open approach where before I would have been like, no, I need to do this. It's like, actually you don't. It's not you need to do this. It can happen so many other ways. Like, it's not just this one route. Like, there's so many other ways that this same thing can happen. You just need to be open to it, kind of thing.
it's like there's not just one way.
It's not just one way.
Yeah.
There's so many other ways. Like, that's what's made me even more lenient to that situation, because it's like, but as much as we're saying, oh, this person needs to do this person, that's our way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
our tack. We would do that. But then there's so many other examples of people basically doing what he wants to do and getting to their goal.
Not everyone works the same way.
Not everyone works the same way, and not everything's written the same as well. Like, some
100%.
people's
Yeah.
destinies,
Different, yeah.
Bro,
It's different, yeah.
they're
for
very
real.
different, bro. Some people come out, they make one YouTube video and they're millionaires. Some people play the lottery one time, boom, they're millionaires or whatever. Like, there's so many different stories. Like, some people,
We'll have to work for 20 years to get.
Some people,
And
if
it's
it
mad
was,
because that's off by chance, and that's
Yep.
what gives the
That's what I'm
people
saying.
hope to carry on being the way they are, which is what I was saying. That's what I was saying before, where
E-
like that person might really have a strong belief
Yeah.
to, or have conviction based on what they've seen or what they feel works to carry on being the way they are. But yeah, no, that's a very
doesn't
good
mean
point.
it's gonna happen like
Yeah,
that. though.
true. But you know,
But at
that's
the
another.
same time,
That's another thing. Yeah.
our approach, yeah, there's a more logical kind of route to it, kind of thing, but then it has its own cons.
Yeah, because that could be subjective.
Yeah, but you see,
Yeah.
me, my main problem is the moaning, man. I
know what you're
Without, without
I
obviously going
fully
back to
get
that,
that.
without going
I
back to that,
fully
but
get
yeah, I hear
that.
you. But you know what? Elaborating
elaborating
elaborating on what Andrew said, like that's probably another thing that I would add to what I said as well. Another thing that as well that I thought was a belief is that people that are around you, you think they think the same way,
No. Yep.
but they don't.
100%.
They think the
Yeah.
same way you
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
makes you different.
Yeah.
Listen,
You
that's
think
what made
in
me
your
quit my
own
office
unique
life.
way.
I said,
Yeah,
nope.
no,
There's one
that's
woman I
very
used
true.
to work with. She said, I've been here fucking 20 years now. I hate it. But you've been here 20. She wasn't even old. She was probably like early 40s, 41, 42. So you've been here since you were 20. And you're still complaining 20 years later. I said, I'm gone.
See,
I
this-
handed in my notice. I said, I'm out. Like 20 years, you're still
But,
complaining.
but imagine that could have been just as comforting for you to join in and that. 'Cause
Yo,
you'd find
I said,
seldom.
no.
You would have found seldom
Been
in
here
that kind of
20
mentality.
years. I hate it. Like,
know
yo,
what I
do
mean?
something about it. I said, no,
Yeah,
this
but
is
some
not
people
going
don't
to
want
be
to
me.
do that. Some people don't want to do that. Some people find security
In
knowing
that.
that I can talk as much as I want, but I'm still going to get
No.
paid the same. My hours still going to
And
be the
that's what I'm saying,
same. My life's still going to be the
It's,
same.
it's the approach,
Gone.
because it's like someone saying, okay, what is life about? Is life about doing something you love, or is life about doing the things that you hate? Because to be honest, like Jim,
Yeah.
for example, bro, I was saying on my story, I don't know, you might have seen it, but I was saying, bro, I hate going to the gym. Every time I go to the gym, it's a chore. Like,
Yeah.
but the benefits to it
Yeah, outweigh
outweighs so much, and it's like every time
Yeah.
you put yourself in an uncomfortable position, they say that's where even life begins for growing and things like this. Yeah?
100%.
Take
And
yourself
it's
out
like
your
if you put
comfort
yourself in a
zone.
place where you're comfortable and you love doing what you're doing, things like this, then it's like, what are you really gaining? Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
you're
things
nice,
look
you're
great, yeah.
enjoying your thing, but it's like, and you could be gaining, bro. It could be a position where you're gaining like a lot of wealth from this position. You know, a lot of YouTubers love posting videos and stuff like this, but then someone like Andrew Tate would say, bro, you're not gaining the discipline of doing something you don't like
Yeah.
and basically fighting through that.
And I think that makes you a better person. To me, it makes you
This
a
is-
more rounded human being.
But
let's say.
but then it's like,
But again,
what
bro,
perspective?
that could still be perspective, because
Yeah.
the person can still look at you and think, bruv, but why would you care?
Why would you
If it
struggle
works for
and get
me.
less, and this person is basically not struggling and probably getting more?
yeah, true.
So it's like,
But yeah, answering the question you said, what was it again? Sorry. About the.
so what is a belief you once believed about yourself that no longer serves you?
Yeah, one of the beliefs I had here was, I say not like, you see, when it comes to your feelings in terms of like to them, like how you're feeling like mentally and stuff, like it's just one of them things you should just deal with it. I used to have to like, yo man, listen, if you're feeling a certain type of way, like if you're feeling sad or angry or this or that, just deal with it, man.
Just get over it.
Just
kind
get
of thing.
over it. Like, hey man, you're in a good position, you're living, you're breathing, you can go again. But sometimes, bro, like going back to the insecurity thing, yeah, as well, yeah. I feel like I don't have an insecurity, but one of the things I feel like potentially be insecurity is I don't really talk to people, yeah, all the time on like what I'm going through a lot.
Being
Like,
vulnerable.
Yeah, being vulnerable. Like I'm not used to being in that space or being vulnerable. Not because I don't want to be, not because I feel whatever. Like I don't want to put myself in that vulnerable position. It just I'm not used to it, so it's very hard for me to like really like
Put yourself in that
put
position.
me in that a bit. You're like, yo, bro, like I'm really going through this. Cause bro, there'll be times here, bro, like it will be weird. Like I'll be at home. And I'll just be start feeling sad.
Because you ain't dealing with shit, so it just gets you.
Yeah, I start feeling like, I haven't done nothing or this. I just feel like I can't talk to nobody.
That's very that's I don't want to say subjective. Not saying that probably that because you feel that way. No, not at all. Oh, that's 12 minutes.
It's like rounded up.
We've still got a few more minutes, but basically we've got to start
Yeah.
rounding that up.
Yeah,
Go.
but
Okay. Yeah.
sometimes I just like that's one of the things I can say. Like I always thought in my mind, like, okay, if you're going through this, people are going through worse. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Keep it like, just keep it
But
moving.
you know what? That's very
this is the
subjective
thing.
because, as I was saying before,
However,
Yeah, go
I
on,
felt like when I started speaking more to people,
mm.
it made me feel better. It kind of lessened the load. I
Yeah,
felt like I had
100%,
to
bro.
hold on to a load
because
myself.
that's where sometimes people forget, man. The amount of stuff that you hold in your back.
Yeah.
It's just
yo,
a black man.
it's just as easy as offloading that than thinking that you have to take on that responsibility.
Yeah.
Because really and truly, that responsibility could have been dealt with if you just talked about it.
Yeah.
Now, going back to what you just said before, I feel like sometimes, and funny enough, like my girl and her parents, we always have this conversation, and they always use this example where if someone's going through something and they get told someone's going through worse, they have this reply and they say, that doesn't matter because I'm
Yep.
going through what I'm
What
going,
I'm going
through.
through.
So I mean, and that's always been a big lesson in my mind because it's like, rah, I see where you're coming from, because as much as it can sound selfish, but you can't deny someone's feelings at a particular time when they're feeling shit.
That's a tricky one.
There's
though.
nothing wrong with that. Yeah, exactly. But
It's
it's the
tricky
thing.
because
But
I'm
this
just
is
like,
where-
there are always people going through worse. Like, appreciate what you have.
100%.
Do you know
But
what
again,
I mean?
you
So
can't
it's like-
disregard also. And this is where, like you
Yeah.
said, it does get tricky because you can't regard or disregard rather what that person's going through, regardless. Whether it could be the smallest things, the tap's not working, to knowing that, okay, cool, there's some people that out there that ain't got no water. I get that.
I'm
but
still
man ain't
feeling
in that
how I'm
position. Man ain't in that position. So I ain't got
Yeah.
time to think about that person because right now I
Yeah.
need the tap to work in order to do what I need to do. So again, I get that, but it's so subjective. It's so subjective. But I feel like, again, in this world nowadays, we need to have an element of being open, because it's the only way you can receive, regardless if you know, even if you're religious or not. But to get a blessing, you need to be open for that blessing. There's no way you can have your doors closed and still receive a
Yeah.
blessing. There's
like-
no way.
It's like what I said. If like you see one thing one way and you don't see things the other way,
you're
then
not
it's like
gonna
you're
get
not
a
be able
gem.
to receive
Yeah.
that
You're not
blessing.
gonna get a gem. Is that typical kind of like picture or diagram when you see the man that are hitting against the wall, trying to get to the gem. The person finds one, but the other person's gone further and trying to find, and they got more. You know what I mean? Some person gives up when they know it's just the one, or I've done this far, I don't need to go any further.
true.
But that person's going further
So true.
to then find out they've got so many gems to go through. But again, like I said, like they need to be willing to have the opportunity open and present itself for them to receive. So again, like it's a topic that
It's
can
mad.
always be debated, but I feel
Yep.
like the answer would always come down to if the person's willing to hear or is open enough to receive what they can potentially get.
So, how do we close off?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say on that
And with
case.
that
like,
being said-
yeah, with that being
And with
said,
that being said,
I fully agree. But yeah, with that being said, man, we're gonna close it off because we've definitely gone
we will
past that
be here
little
talking
time.
till where
But
it's a lot.
A lot
Yeah,
of gems,
man.
a lot of
It's
gems.
a lot,
A lot of
yeah.
gems.
But we're gonna try and cut it down, refine it. You know,
Keep it
100%.
moving
This
till
is
the
ex-
next one.
This is a good excuse for Juice's excuse for Juice podcast. Myself, Andrew Reveals. Get me on my socials: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. At
You got TikTok?
Andrew Reveals. Yeah, I got TikTok. now.
you're not dancing.
No, I ain't done that
Okay,
yet.
okay.
I ain't done
Oh
that
my
yet.
God,
not yet.
imagine.
Yeah, I
You're
don't think I'm
doing
gonna
that.
do
You're
that
not doing
even,
that.
but-
Okay, cool.
Yo,
Who knows? Never say never. I'll never say never.
he's
but
got to
anyway,
be open.
These guys are dance, man.
He's
we'll
gotta
never
be
say never. We'll never
open.
say never.
Don't dance though.
And
I
as
won't
well,
co-sign
listen,
Yo.
if you like the look of this tee, hit
Show
me
them
up
the
on my
back.
DM.
You
Off
can't
black.
even just show the front, man.
I don't know. I don't even know how to show them the back. But
There we go.
Off black with a V.
Okay,
get
okay.
me.
Crew crew with snow snow.
Women, you know what I'm saying? We're showing love. So yeah, man, hit me up on my socials if you want to know about the tea or whatever. And even for the date as well, look up Sam. We're definitely
We're
looking for
actually gonna see
contestants,
this?
male
Yeah,
contestants.
Please,
Yeah.
please.
As well,
Yo.
like, share, and subscribe.
As
yeah?
always.
As well.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah. So at Sammy Saad Official, SAMMISAAD. Also, I've got my own waxing business. So if you need a wax, Liverpool Street
Tell them.
at wax.waxalicious. Come through. Got that good.
I actually might help. I got a holiday coming up soon, so
I
Come
got
on.
you.
but I'm scared though. I can't lie. I'm
Don't be
scared.
scared. We need to film
Wax.
that one.
Nah,
That's definitely
Jesus.
content. 100%.
Film that one.
Jesus Christ, I'm not on that.
Hey.
But yeah, with that being said, my socials, G, and I'm the worst for these things. You know, the A for Alpha, D for Delta. I'm the worst. G for got.
Hey, that
Dot.
is funny.
S for straw.
I'm
T
lost
for
already.
tree. Training. LTD, and that'll be my Instagram. Same thing with the Twitter. Yeah, those are the 2 socials I'm on. So yeah, if you want to follow me for any fitness content or anything like that, you can hit up on those socials.
Big PT.
Facts.
Trying, man, trying.
Come on.
So yeah, me Glody at Glodinsky. So yeah, that's
Hello.
me in all socials. If anyone's out there that wants commercial cleaners,
Yeah, about to say good old
on.
clean.
we're
Good old
available.
clean.
Good old clean. So
man.
good old clean.
Very thorough.
Yep. On all socials and also on Google. You'll see us
Right,
and see all
everyone's
our
all
reviews.
entrepreneurs out here.
Well,
Tiny little.
Yeah.
Gonna
Also
say as
10K
well.
management.
Okay.
Go and say that again.
Yeah, so 10K management, our management company that we manage artists, and yeah, we're on there. We're managing 2 artists
Okay.
already currently.
Who's the 2 artists?
So Ezzy Black, EZYBLK, and the Welly Wayu boys.
Come on.
So yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Young DeMarco. You know that button. And as well, what they say, listen, Pimp My Ride Out on Snakes and Save Our Summer. One Ace and Snake Save Our Summer. Make sure you guys go and download that. Make sure you guys go stream that on all digital platforms. My song on there with him, Pimp My Ride. Make sure you go and listen to that.
Oh yeah, one last thing as well. Yeah, Ezzy Black, so EZYBLK, got a song out called Investio. Go and check that out.
Invest.
Banger. Bangers upon bangers.
Come on, man.
But
So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna close it up, and you see us in episode 3, man.
Peace.
Excuse for
Corny
a
hand
juice.
signs. Corny hand signs.
He's like,
Cuddle
gang,
claw
gang.
with the snore.
Hey yo,